Gotta get this going. Fantastic. What are you...
So, question about the stream. So I'm using my Xbox to do my Discord. Can I watch the stream on my PC without having to join the call on PC?
I don't know, but I'm going live with it right now.
Okay, I see that you're live. Unavailable while Alright, give me 5 seconds.
So, we'll get going with the other sections for how things are going to get all away. So, we're going to start with Miko's character, who is resting out at the tavern, and you sent your little companion to go out and hunt for people. She's going to first approach Brooke's character. You're going to see a little halfling who's kind of cloaked, wearing leather armors. You see that there is a bow and a short sword on the side, and a little bit of brown hair peeks around the cloak. And she walks up to you going, "Hi! You look like you're by yourself.
Yeah,
Need a party? Looking for one."
I don't know. I was told to only go with people that are friends.
"Hi, we could be friends."
Um, what is a friend?
A friend is someone you think is cool.
That I think is cool.
And also trust.
I don't trust you. I just met you.
Okay, here. Have 10 gold.
Oh.
See, I gave you a
I don't-
gift. You're a friend now.
That's not how that works. I don't. Okay, sure.
Cool. So you'll join us?
Who's us?
Oh, that is fantastic. So you're going to come over and meet my boss for everything that I have so far. So,
Okay.
come.
Okay.
And she's
Oh,
just going to
yes.
kind of drag you along. So, at this point, Miko, please describe your
Yep.
character.
Can I throw a picture up?
You can, if you so choose.
Just a second.
I'm gonna keep my eyes closed. I'm not
Put
gonna
it
look at
into
your
images
character.
for dungeon.
You know, you should have called it, image full of, or chest full of images. I mean, cool.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
So you're going to see an elf-style character, bow on the back, and has darker skin with the plain green eyes looking back at you. The white hair kind of just flowing, even though there's not very much wind within the tavern. And you turn to her, and Brooke, please describe your character.
We're gonna do the same thing. Bloop.
Just throw in a picture. Okay.
All right.
So you see a satyr with bright red hair walking up to you. She has glowing gold eyes and is walking as if like a tourist. Like she's not from around here very much.
That's fine. Neither am I.
So Leah walks up to you and goes, "Hey boss, I found someone."
All right. Well done. How do you say your name?
Solia.
Celia. Very well, Celia.
I'm off to find another
Thank
one.
you.
Bye.
Oh, very good. So welcome, traveler.
Are you gonna throw money at me too?
Will that help?
Help what?
Why are we throwing money?
I was told that's how you make friends by that lady that just walked away. Well, she didn't really walk.
Yeah, I'm not sure how things are supposed to work around here. I'll just take her word for it.
All right.
You throwing money at me?
What is happening?
So
Like,
Yeah.
So two
I
autistic people
trust
walk
whatever
into a
she
bar.
says.
Could you just hand it to me? Could you not
The-
throw it at me? Because that's what she did.
These mortals, they their customs change so quickly. I just can't keep up.
Okay.
I feel like we all just made really out of pocket characters who have like no normalcy instilled in them whatsoever. I'm here for it. We're just
So-
gonna
Would
like
you like some wine? Like I pour her a glass of wine. This is how I make friends.
Oh no. Are you handing me the glass of wine?
Yes. There.
I
Take
take
me a
the
cup of wine.
glass and I stare at it and I look. What was your name?
You can call me Raven.
Raven, what is this?
Oh, this is unfortunate. I pour a glass of wine. I drink it. I like to show her how to drink a glass.
I
Here,
understand. Yes, I get you want me to drink it, but what is it?
a cup with wine.
What is wine?
Uh, it's good to drink.
You know, do you have water?
It's mostly water, if that's helpful.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I take the cup with me to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
okay. So just like before that you have this, you have the two doors in front of you. Which one do you want to enter?
It was colors, right?
Yes,
Before?
it was blue and red.
And I got pissed. Let me pull up my notes. This
You
is a
got
trap.
pissed at the red and you went in the blue.
Yep. That's exactly it.
So you enter the blue again?
Yep.
Okay. So you enter into the blue bathroom and there's one guy in there going, huh? What? Whatever.
Yeah, I go up to the sink and I dump the wine into the sink, and then
Okay.
I come back out with my empty cup and say, that was great. Thanks. I don't want any more though.
I take the cup back. Like like I'm gonna give her any more. I
I feel like she's like her mom. She doesn't let anybody take drinks from strangers.
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right. So at this point, Offworlder, you've been out and about, and you come up back to the tavern with your crate of things.
Oh fuck! Wait, no. I stashed it all. Remember?
Oh, you already stashed it? Okay, very well.
Yeah, we did that in the alleyway when we were talking about it.
Yeah. I thought you still had the crate.
You know what? I'll have the crate in hand. Just an empty crate. Just
Okay.
one hand.
So you come walking back into the tavern with an empty crate. And before you take a couple steps in, there's a little halfling in front of you going, "Hey, you by yourself?"
The hulking figure looks down at the halfling. I suppose that I am. Why do you ask?
Hey, you want to join our party? Lots of
I
benefits.
suppose
There are none.
That. I suppose that would be in my best interest. After all, I was instructed to find others. Lead the way.
Oh, you got a boss man too? That's pretty cool. I'm unfortunately stuck with this one. But hey, it's all good in games because we both have bosses, right? Hey, boss, I
would
found
say
another one.
Not even a word. Understood.
I start performing a ritual.
Okay. So, the moment you show up, this dark elf in front of you immediately starts to go down into a prayer, casting a ritual and lighting candles.
So, I'll post an image of Shulta.
I wish I. I need to generate
Is
an image.
this
of this.
your boss?
Yep, that one. That's doing something very odd. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go find one more. That'll be best. Bye.
So,
So you see a large being who is cladded in a black armor that it has a little bit of like a purple flicker to it, as if there was a little bit of a purple flame. The robes and stuff that he has, the capes, is a little tattered on the edges, and on his back is a greatsword still?
yes.
Yes, so a large greatsword. And you see that this handle is nice.
I'm focused on my ritual.
Okay.
But just-
Does he normally do rituals within a public setting?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
I don't know. I just met him.
Oh, recruited not too long before me, I assume.
Literally like 5 minutes ago.
Ah, well, what a strange sort indeed. Can I roll, I don't know, like, Arcana or something to see if I'm familiar with,
If you wish to identify the spell he's doing, then yes, an arcana.
okay. Well, that was a 9, so probably not.
Nah, it's not a spell you're really familiar with.
Is he just like awkwardly standing there?
Describe yourself to us, Miko. What's Weirdo McWeirdman doing?
I don't know. Just doing I got chalk and I'm like drawing. It's not like a very large ritual. Maybe it's on the table. Yeah. Perfect.
Are you
He has
playing with your
chalk?
table, Matt?
It's actually,
Oh my
he's
God.
doing it in multi different colors. He has like whites, blues,
I'm
and purples.
definitely assuming you're coloring a table, Matt. No.
Yep.
Hold on. I got something for this. I'm gonna pull out my chalk piece and start doodling on the table next to his.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Shulda just releases the deepest sigh known to man. By the gods.
So,
What?
This town is really weird.
so this will mess up your ritual, as your chalk is needed to be in particular formations.
Is she drawing on my drawing?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's overlapped. It looks like a 3-year-old is just falling over the table because I don't know what the point is, and she's just excited. She's like, "I've never seen anybody draw on a table."
Art collaboration.
Yeah,
Is this a misfired spell now, Brian?
Yeah, you would have to start over.
No, I mean like you know what I mean? Like
No,
a
no,
miscast?
no. It wasn't
Okay,
expended.
failed. All right.
You'll just have to start the 10-minute process over again.
I just like I stop. I look at her. It's like I don't mind if you don't drink the wine.
what? I drank it.
Roll a deception and roll an insight.
Listen, you didn't have to give it to her.
Oh, what is
I'm just telling you that it was a natural 20 with a 2.
Oh my god.
As far as you know, I did drink it. I'm just a weirdo that drank it in the bathroom.
Yeah, you believe her that she drank it in
Like-
the bathroom.
I just okay.
Are
Just
you-
don't draw on my effort here, if you don't mind, please.
Well, what are you doing?
I am preparing to enter the dungeon.
The dungeon?
Oh god, where did we find? I'm gonna have to talk to. What the hell's her name? God, Celine.
But
Can I remember the halfling's
how
name?
can you enter a dungeon from a table?
I'm sorry.
Too am curious about this method. I normally just take the giant gaping hole.
Oh, Look, just
Oh.
don't know what to say.
Okay.
I need another drink.
It's a practical question. I'm just saying you're a weirdo drawing on a table, and there's a big old portal door somewhere that somebody keeps telling me about.
So, anyways, this is the end of the
I mean to
campaign.
take
and
the
party didn't
well
get along.
to
We
enter the
don't-
dungeon. I don't know about this gaping hole business, but if you'd like a glass of wine, you know how to drink it properly. Yes, I don't have to explain what wine is to you. Thank you for
Are-
joining, by the way.
Are you referring to the hulking tightness main?
Yes. And I was
Okay.
like, I look at him.
To be clear, you didn't have to
They're like-
explain to me how to drink wine. I've just never had wine.
Oh, that was unclear to me.
Clearly.
Where's my? Oh my god. I'm trying to get away
Schulte's
from
just
this.
kind of looking back and forth between these two with like his arms crossed. Like every time he tries to chime in, one of the other ones seems to respond, cut him off. And so he's just like arms folded. What in the fuck?
I just hand him a glass, cup of wine. Which
He holds his head. Actually, no, he does take the glass of wine, but in a very strange fashion, he stands tall, taller than you guys. He's like 8.5 feet.
oh, I am
so-
tiny compared to you.
Yeah, and he looks straight up, so you can't see his face. He has a featureless, black mask that we didn't really mention, but that is prevalent. So as he's looking up, he shifts the mask and tilts the wine back, drinking it before placing his mask back down, and then
Oh, I forgot to mention the wine I pour is from the keg on the back of the mule.
sorry, there's a mule here.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's been
There's
one
a
here.
mule here.
There's been a mule
Man, I
that's
thought about
sitting.
taking a fucking pack animal. I just did it.
It's
I'm glad
just
somebody
sitting
did.
on a chair. It has its hooves kind of like tapping on the table. It's been there the whole time.
It's
Just
sitting
looking around.
in the chair?
Yeah, it's sitting in the chair.
Oh, you know Finley's all up in that. Just trying to talk to it.
Oh, here's
Anyways, continue with your wine. We'll play with the donkey later.
So
Alright.
Schulte puts the glass on the floor as to not mess up the scripture on the table. It was a decent vintage. Not the best, not the greatest. Thank you, kind. He says in a charismatic tone.
Oh. At least it's somebody. At least somebody appreciated it. At least it's appreciated.
I just stare back at
Then-
the guy because I'm just miffed because he seems to think I didn't like his wine.
Okay. So
I'm
at
gonna-
this point, Elle, were you
Uh-huh.
heading for the tavern when we left off? Or were
When
you
we left
still
off-
at the church?
I had gone to the tavern, and I had looked around a little bit. I had investigated a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember where I was. Probably by the bar somewhere.
I don't remember either, but the little halfling will end up running up to
Let's
you and
just say
going,
I'm walking
"Hey!"
around by myself.
Sure. She walks up to you and goes, "Hey, you look like you're lonely."
I am seeking those who wish to go into the dark below.
Oh, that's perfect, because I already have a group started. From a man
How
I have to refer to as
fortuitous.
boss, even though I really don't want to.
I would like to meet them.
Meanwhile,
sure.
from across the bar, drink the fucking wine! Just yelling and fighting.
Hey, boss, I found your last one. 4 is
Oh,
enough. 5 is too
wonderful.
many. Wait, I count as a half, so we're still good.
All right. There's room for overhead.
So, Elle, please describe your character.
A dragonborn with silver scales in a little bit of ceremonial armor, it seems. Some sort of holy vestments with a staff. There's some art.
Very regal.
All right.
I see another one has joined our number.
Her eyes glow yellow as she looks upon you. I wonder, are these those that I saw in my vision?
You have
Those who will
visions?
go with me into the dark? I consulted with the servants of the Morning Lord, and they told me my destiny lies below. And she gestures towards the well.
With a hard laugh, Sholta responds, I see that our paths align, at least for the time being. In fact, I've spent most of my days in that dungeon, and I seek to find something that was lost, and to exact some revenge that was stricken upon me.
Hmm. Very well. This may be fortuitous. Well met. I am Aluasharia Rezaniroth.
You may refer to me as Sholta.
Those who do not speak Draconic often find it more comfortable to call me Silver.
I think I'll do the same.
Well met,
Intro-
Silver.
She
Well
bows her
met.
head slightly.
I, I go over to the mule and pour another cup of wine for our new companion.
So, Sholta turns back to the original two. I've introduced myself to Silver here, and Silver to us all, but we've yet to hear your two names.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Finley. But you're all still strangers to me. According to the customs, you're supposed to throw money at me for us to be friends or for me to trust you or
I'm not
Aluasharia
familiar.
puts a platinum coin on the table. Will this suffice?
yeah, thank you for not throwing it at me.
I
I
am unfamiliar with these customs, and I will have to refrain from needlessly spending coin.
I hand Silver the cup of wine and say, "Welcome," and introduce myself as Obsidious Shadowvar. You may call me Raven. And there is a soul within the dungeon I'm here to collect.
Oh?
A soul?
Yes.
Are they dead?
Well, if not yet, they will be.
They surely have not traversed the astral to their ultimate reward, then.
It's quite right.
Are you looking for the soul itself, or are you looking to take the soul from the one it resides within?
Is it someone close to you?
No. No.
Were you hired to do this?
No, it is just what must be done.
Are they a
Well,
bad person?
It's not for me to decide.
Hmm.
I shan't pry any further. You are allowed your secrets, and me mine. I will only be willing to listen if you wish to speak.
Much appreciated. Dor, I can recognize him as a, like, would I know what kind of race he is?
Can you see anything beyond my armor and my height?
Well, based on the height, you can narrow it down to like a couple of races. So I'm gonna have you roll a insight, but with a high DC.
Or is it perception? Or
Hmm. Insight if you're gonna try to read the body language. Perception if you're just gonna look them over and guess.
I'm just looking him over, guessing.
Okay.
All right. 22.
22 will give you the idea it is a Goliath.
Like, how do you pronounce your name? how did you pronounce your name?
Sholta.
Solta?
Sholta, yeah.
Sholta?
Yes. That's
All right.
the easiest way to say it. It's Gaelic.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So,
How tall is Shilta or Shilta?
8.5 feet.
Oh,
I'm literally like half your height.
Just make sure you guys all have your height and weights marked on your characters.
Yeah, and probably
Hmm.
like a fraction of your weight.
Oh no, well, my weight is
Silver
okay.
is about 5'10".
Yeah. Oh, I go actually. I don't know. I don't really make anything of that, but I appreciate your words, Master Solta.
Well,
It
I've
would
never been
seem-
referred to as a master before, but I do appreciate the formality. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Silver. What was that now?
It would seem
Oh,
you are the one best suited to lead us, as you have been down there many times, as you have said.
Well, I suppose so. If I am the most familiar, I wouldn't mind taking us through. But I would say beforehand, I would like to know, as the best of my ability, what everyone's goals are. As we've heard from Obsidian. Is it Obsidian or Obsidius?
Obsidious.
Obsidius.
If it's easier, just call me Raven.
Gotcha. As we've heard from Obsidius, he desires to find a soul, which that's fairly straightforward, even if it's complicated in its own rights, and I can navigate around that. So, pray tell, if I may ask, what is your needs for going into the dungeon, Silver? And yours as well, Finley?
Silver can go first.
Very well. It's a bit of a story. Let's all take a moment here.
Sholta
And
will
you
sit
get-
down, but he still looks like he's standing.
And you get the smoke that comes through as you get a
While,
flashback
while he's
scene.
doing that, I start with the chalk again, like
Okay. So you start
my
ritually
back
casting
with my
again.
back to Finley, like making sure she doesn't. Or, or actually, I draw like a line on the table. I point to her
I
like,
just
and point to
slowly
that
creep
side
up behind him and just kind of lean over
So-
his shoulder and watch him doodle.
of like I point to the other side of the line.
I am a servant of Mistra, the Lady of Mysteries, the mother of all magic. And about 100 years ago, she was destroyed, slain by a betrayer among the other gods. And I went into a deep and long sleep. And when I awakened, I returned to the material plane, and I could feel the essence of Mistra. And I have tracked that feeling here, where I had a vision telling me that my destiny lies below, in retrieving something of my fallen goddess. To restore her, I pray.
Well, simple enough in its premise, albeit more specific and difficult. But I think I can navigate around that as well. And he turns to Finley, kind of waiting for her response.
I respond to what Silver said by saying, "I can respect this devotion."
Well, you have to remember that throughout this whole thing, Finley got distracted and was leaning over and watching the doodling on the table. So she's already forgot the conversation.
So, Sholta will, kind of give a deep hoarse cough. Finley, might you remind us why you're here to enter the dungeon?
Huh? Oh, I guess I'm just curious.
Well,
I don't really
I
have a
can't.
goal. Everybody says that I should go into the dungeon. So I traveled far, and here I am, and I was said not to go into the dungeon unless I had friends, which I guess would mean you?
Well,
Yeah, and that's
I
it.
can't say we're friends yet, but for the time being, we are comrades.
Well, you're right, because you didn't throw money at me, so yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, Finley. Have you given money to anyone else?
No, I didn't know it was a practice until, well, before
Hi
before I.
there,
What's your name?
Yeah.
I never got your name.
Solia.
Until Solia said that that's how you build friendship?
It's the
Trust?
perfect way, and you see she gives like the OK symbol and winks at Ciolta.
I
Jolta.
idly comment, if I'm throwing money at a lady, it's for other reasons.
I keep
Huh?
wanting to say war, even though that's not my character's name. But Jolta shakes his head. Finley, I believe the reason you were given money was to help further entice you, because around here, money makes everything happen. It's how you survive, it's how you live. Everybody wants more money. So I think
Anonymously,
it's
continue.
merely a gesture as to get you to be more enticed to join the party.
And like assault him and be like, is that what you meant?
Yeah, 100%.
Solia, are you coming with us, Solia?
Unfortunately, I mean, yeah. I'm getting paid to do it.
Huh.
What might hold on, is what was the name again? Sorry. The halfling?
Solia.
Solia. Um male or female?
Female.
Alright, cool. We gotta bring in that thing we talked about. So Sholto will, kinda walk over to her. Um he kneels down, still towering over obviously.
Yep, because she's only 3 foot tall.
So what might you be doing in the dungeons for us?
Well, I was hired for 5 gold a day, don't forget it, to take care of that mule while we're down there, and I'll be firing a few arrows in the back. I do not fight in the forefront, but I do have this short sword just in case.
Well, if all is well, I will never let you have to be anywhere near the front lines, and I will try not to let that line be dashed at all. And then, he takes her hand and kind of presses it to his mask, almost as if he was kissing it, in a very gentle manner before standing back up. Now, pray tell everyone, what might your fortes be within combat and within the dungeon?
You see Solia's kind of looking at her hand, looking back at you, looking at her hand, looking back at you. Like, what just happened?
He pays no mind to this whatsoever. But he does have flashbacks to
That was pretty funny.
his little potion granny.
Yep.
Oh, also that he put the crate down next to Celia, kind of upside down, so like if she wanted to stand on it, she could be a little bit taller.
How generous.
He's a shaman and a scholar, and sometimes a savage monster.
As I continue my my chalk work, I from what you've said, Ciolta, God, I can't say it correctly, can I?
So
It's a hard name.
Alta. Shulta. It's
Shulta. Okay.
Ignore the spelling. Literally, think of it
Gotcha.
as Shulta. Shulta.
Shulta. Oh, all right. I take it by your
Just give you a nickname.
by going what you say that you will be our front line.
Yes, I am definitely skilled in taking down both man and monster equally. I have dealt with many a spry adventurer gone rogue, looking to take me for my. And he kind of gestures to his armor and his sword, So unfortunately, I've had to take more lives than I would like to admit. But I've also slain quite a few beasts. As I've said, I spent most of my days within that dungeon, and honestly, most days I sleep down there.
What drives you to be so devoted to this dungeon?
Well, unfortunately, something was stricken upon me, and I seek to exact revenge. And I have a benefactor allowing me to do this, to seek my revenge, and to get back what was essentially taken from me. And this benefactor has also lost something. I rarely get to speak with them. She's very weak most days, and it's hard to get in contact with her, as I'm often in the dungeon, and although we have special means of communicating at times, it's not reliable. But I seek to find something to cure her for ailments.
Your cause is the line.
He gives a kind of stoic nod.
In addition to your, I guess, frontline prowess, are there any other skills that we should know of, or capacities in which you excel?
I'll be honest, I'm normally not within a party, so I'm not sure what would be considered a skill amongst others. I would say I'm fairly adept at most things. I don't have any particular struggles or anything. As you can see, I'm heavily clad in armor, so stealth isn't exactly my forte, but I do my best.
Very good. We will have to learn as we go then.
Now, pray tell, what are you capable of? I see that you're setting up some sort of ritual, so I assume that you are dabbling in the arcane.
As you say this, he finally completes it after the 10 minutes, and poof! With a giant black smoke that quickly dissipates is a raven that stands on the table. Ah!
Oh, there you are. You're back, finally.
He flies over and perches on your shoulder.
Oh, very good.
Ah!
Oh, this is Raven.
I thought you were Raven.
Well, I go by Raven, yes,
So, Raven?
if you will.
I'm gonna call him Raven Jr.
That seems appropriate.
In any case, myself, I'm skilled with a bow.
Oh, a bow, huh?
Precision
Bowman.
strikes and stealth, as opposed to yourself, Master Sholta.
I think we might complement each other very well. I think I can draw much attention to myself, and while they're distracted by having a bloodthirsty mongrel in front of them, you can bring them down from afar. And I think that might do us great benefit.
This
then he
works well for me.
And then he turns to Finley. Now you, my young, and I'm gonna assume Schultz is probably not familiar with her race. I assume not a lot of satyrs come into the dungeon. So you kind of gestured.
Personally have not seen a satyr race.
Okay. So as he turns to her, he kind of gestures and says, "I'm going to be frank. I'm not sure what your race is, but if you'd be so keen to enlighten me, that would be wondrous."
She kind of stares at herself. Never really thinking about actually her race, because there's like such a variety of individuals, shapes, sizes. Kind of stares at herself and like, what are you asking specifically? Is there something wrong with me?
Oh, by no means. In fact, I think you are quite beautiful. But I'm just not familiar with this horned race, I suppose. I believe I've seen a dragonborn and a dark elf or two, and some of the various adventuring races and all, but I'm just not familiar with what you are. Take no
Uh,
offense.
Okay, well, I guess a satyr?
Oh,
That's
satyr.
that's what these are, I guess. And I touch the horns protruding from my head. I can use
Yeah.
them. I
Go ahead.
guess I've had to only use them a few times in my life, as a weapon, but if I need to, I can.
Oh, fascinating. Well, if I may do say so myself, they are quite magnificent. Now, what can you do for us in combat? What are your skills and fortes?
Well, I have. I guess I have long range and short range. Is that what we're looking for here? I have. And you see, she's carrying a double-bladed scimitar on her back, and she also has a bow.
When you say double bladed, like you mean kind of like Darth Maul's lightsaber?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Miko's favorite weapon, except he wanted it to be a mace.
Dude, come on.
It was the greatest
That
item
is
ever. Don't
actually
get me wrong.
An idea. That's amazing. I'm kind of mad I didn't think of that.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Okay. We can
Um,
definitely use some versatility. Do you have
I
anything else you might be skilled at?
uh, I'm not quite sure. I've only really had to fight from afar, so
Alright. Well, do you know any spells or magic or anything of that sort?
um, I know a little bit of magic.
Excellent, excellent. Is it, forgive me if I'm prying too much. Is it offensive or supportive? Maybe just a bit of utility around the area?
It hurts people. I don't think it supports anybody.
Well, I think it'll support us in making sure our foes don't hurt us.
Yeah.
So he gives her kind of like a soft pat on the arm. It's much more gentle than like you would think it is, and a lot warmer through all his armor. And then he
He was
turns.
trying to be nice, but it's so creepy.
No, that's part of it. There's a reason for this. 100%. I know, like
No
I
reason.
promise you, I'm gonna give you the one hint about it right now.
He's trying to
He's
figure out what the
definitely
fuck I am. I
no, no,
get
no, no,
it.
no. So that's just a little bit of flavor added onto it, but like with him and God, I already forgot her name again, but the halfling and stuff like that, he is genuinely like he's
He's a ladies' man.
kind of over the top. And you'll see more later on as time goes on and
To
such.
Finley,
But
this is something wildly new, and she's not sure what to do with it.
It's a whole new world out there.
so I will say this about my character. While he is very charismatic, charming, and kind of affectionate, he's 100% asexual and has no interest whatsoever, even if he is constantly flirting
Spoiler.
and being. No, this is the smallest detail of my character, so I will say that. And you'll see more of it as it goes on. But anyways, so he turns to silver.
Oh, actually, I pipe off the end of that. On the subject of magic, I know little more than you've already seen.
I take it
But I should-
offensive spells or maybe something else.
Oh no, I specifically like my intent there is like I know nothing more than what you've already seen.
All magic is a gift.
Like that.
I think that is beautifully said, Sylvan.
Well, this magic actually is a gift. I kind of look up as I say that.
he's like slowly rewrapping a gift box because he has to unopen it every time he fucking casts the spell, So it's just gotta put every piece back in place. So as Shulta turns to silver. Now, I've heard about your quest, and it is very noble. I will say it will be incredibly difficult. 'Cause something of such great magnitude would definitely have caught the Mad Mage's eye, it said himself. Sorry, excuse me.
Such may
What?
likely be the case.
Yes. Now, this does not bear me away or cause me any fear. But what can you do for us in this dungeon? It seems to me that you are someone of a holy nature. Are you a cleric, perhaps?
I am. I am a student of the Guardian Order of Mistra from the realm of Dwemerheart, where we watched over various forms of magic which were kept for safety reasons far from the eyes and greedy hands of those who would abuse them.
One
But that
might
is in the
say that it's
past.
something akin to the Mad Mage himself, but I assume it is much less likely.
After I awakened, I trained with the Black Dragon, Valinokri, and to, let's just say, become in touch with my ancestry. And now I can channel it for various purposes, as well as heal.
Finley
Well,
raises her hand.
Uh-huh.
Um, sorry. What is ancestor to you?
I am of the silver lineage of the dragons, those that follow Bahamut.
Spell of what?
The
if I'm to understand
silver
correctly,
dragon.
it's a sect of family of silver dragons. It is just what they call their family name.
Family. Okay. So like
You
An
have one of
your
those,
ancestor.
right?
parents. and
The
stuff.
power of dragons is indeed great, and I have learned to use a little bit of that.
I'm, s-
I. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm beginning to become concerned that our friend Finley here may have just sprung out of the ground.
Yeah, but Loki just could sort of like eldritch god.
And I'm,
I cast perish. Whole thing collapses in on itself.
Well, I guess we're just gonna find out, aren't we? What a joy.
oh yes,
Well,
like I poured out a
that being
glass of
said,
wine. And it's like,
if we have no further objections, why don't we make our first descent into the dungeon and see how well we mesh together?
Indeed, we all walk this path willingly. Let us go with good fortune.
Oh, we're finally going? As Ciola is stuffing her mouth with some sirloin tips, mashed potatoes, and a small thing of sia.
Sorry, can you say the
Yeah.
last bit again?
Hmm?
What was that last bit? I might want some for myself.
It's
I
a
just wanna know.
drink called siar.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I thought it was food.
It looks like vodka, but it has bubbles in it.
Yep, Finley has no idea what vodka is,
I
so it
want to
just
try
looks
some
like
of this.
bubbly water.
Well,
Okay, do you walk up to
We
Durnan
can-
then to get it?
you got all this money now.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get me some of that.
So you walk up to Durnan, the proprietor of the Yawning Portal. You see a late 30s gentleman, well dressed as a barkeep, with black mutton chops and black slicked hair. He's like, "What can I get you?"
I do my best to interpret. Yeah, like
Yep, siar, coming right up. Here's a cup or bottle.
I'll take a bottle.
A bottle's gonna be 25 gold pieces.
Oh my god! All right,
I'll buy a lot of them.
I'm buying that.
All right, he hands you the
I gotta
bottle
buy
of
2 bottles.
siar.
Get 2. Actually, I'll buy a second bottle.
All right, he sends you a second bottle of siar.
Okay, I now have.
It's
2 bottles of spirit.
SZAR.
Oh, so Brian,
That's
I had a
the-
pony as well.
Did you want to bring
Should I
that
just
into the
not-
dungeon as well?
let's
Oh my
just
God.
let's just say I'm not going to bring it this time, but I do want to make that note. I do have one for
Okay,
another
you
trip.
do have stables that are around if you wanted to keep it there. It's 1 gold a day.
Sure, we'll pay that.
Okay, how
See,
long are you
Well,
paying for?
now I want a pony.
I don't know, 3 days.
3 days? Okay.
See, I didn't bring a pony because I thought it'd be a liability.
I guess we'll find
Damn.
out. I'm not bringing my pony in right now.
I have many a questions now. I gotta message you real quick, Brian. But you can continue with stuff. Don't stop.
Finley kind of looks around at the group and says, "So, into the dungeon, friends?"
Oh, you guys are heading into the dungeon now.
The barkeep talking to us.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
"Who said that?"
Schulte turns to him and gives him a polite nod as he only met the man like an hour ago before he went shopping. I think this group will be going into the dungeon now.
All right, so it's 50 gold to descend.
Is it per person or just like
Full group, one send. 50 gold.
Schulte will pay the full price this time around.
All right, very good. So I take it you're
Oh,
going to be the hand
oh.
bearer.
Can you elaborate on what the fuck you just said? Hand bearer?
Okay.
Oh, you're saying I'm gonna carry the rest of the party through the thing. Okay. Sorry, I thought you meant like literally there was some sort of hand item I needed to worry about.
No. You would know that to enter the dungeon from below, you need to have a specific sigil, magic sigil, that is marked on your left wrist. And he explains to the party, being like, this is the only way to send the lift back up. It's going to come back up after you get off of it, and it won't go back down until you use this sigil to call for the lift. So, if he ends up dying, you need to bring back his hand.
Or if he ends up losing his hand.
Then you have no way of getting back. Best of luck climbing that 200-foot well.
Need I remove my armor to put it on, or can you
No,
inscribe it on
it's
my
just
arm?
right on the outside. Just left wrist, and it's always just there. It's faint green color.
Okay.
It's
Put
a
it on the
magical
gauntlet.
rune.
I feel like my hand may get destroyed, but my armor might survive a little bit longer than that.
No, whatever floats your boat. I've seen you around here a couple times.
He gives him a, polite nod and then, kind of saunters off hulkingly to the lift.
All right, so you go across and you enter onto the lift. It is a little bit of a rickety because it is just held by one single rope that looks brand new. It looks really nice.
Enchanted rope. Somebody steal it now.
So,
Huh?
let's make that roll.
What are we making?
Oh, that's a great check. So, she was able to get it over a 10 and was able to control the mule to get across and onto the lift.
All right. Earning her keep.
Well, we going or not?
Yeah, I follow.
All right.
right.
Silver steps right up.
All right, so you climb across and you get on. I assume Raven as well.
Yep.
All right, so you.
Oh no, we left him behind.
You all get onto this lift and you see the sigil glows brightly and the lift begins to move. And then it releases. Within 8 seconds, you hit the very bottom of this 200-foot well. Dust starts to go out. Who has...
Is there like an
Dark
inertia
vision.
problem?
Oh,
I do.
I don't believe I do.
I do not.
All right.
I do not.
So those with dark vision can see that this room is a simple square with a path to the north and the south. You see it is a wooden platform that leads stairs downward.
Sorry, Scott, what did you say? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
I didn't catch what you said because I was coughing.
I was saying that anyone with dark vision is able to see a wooden platform, the stone room that is square with a path to the north and a path to the south. You see that there is wooden stairs that lead down from this platform. The green sigil from up above that glows faintly kind of matches the same one on your wrist. And you have this darkened room. You guys are now within the dungeon. And there is one little tidbit that you guys hear. It is a woman's voice that kind of echoes out, and all it says is, "Welcome back."
Welcome back. We just got here.
Do I recognize this voice?
Anybody
You
recognize
do.
the voice?
Yes.
Ah,
Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay.
well, does anyone have some light on them?
Seola will be like, "Really? None of you?"
Silver will cast light on her staff.
As she was trying to light her torch, and she sees that you put on light, she goes, "Okay, that works." Is it what, a 10-10 or a 20-20?
20-foot bright, 20-foot dim.
Perfect. All right, so you guys have
And
light for
it can
40.
be colored any color. We will do blue.
Okay, so
like
you have a blue
bright
light
blue.
for 40 feet. Just keep that in mind with how you guys move and perform. So this room is lit up. She's like, "Great." And she controls riding the mule down the stairs and walking across. And she's like, "Okay, where are we going?"
I don't know. You're the
Wow.
one that hired me.
At your lead,
Silta?
Sholta.
Shulta? Yeah.
Let's take this path immediately up here. So, Sholta will kind of stay at the edge of the bright light, so he's like kind of 20 feet ahead of the party.
Okay.
Still having.
Do we
the
want like a
defeat-
walking order?
I would like a marching order, yes. Seola
I'm
calls
gonna
out, "I'll be last."
I'm gonna stand behind Silver.
Okay, I'll go second, I guess.
All right. So I'll put it for something like this. All right. Do you
Checks
head
out.
to the north or the south?
We head north.
You're heading north. Very well. So as you guys start to make your trek northward, you end up coming into one bend that will then lead you again further north, or you could start heading to the west.
Let's continue north for the time being.
All right. So you follow the northern path, and you keep following it along. There isn't anything of major importance within this pathway until you come across a door on the far side. The door is oak, heavy wood. It is metal hinges and handles. It is also enchanted with magic to keep it clean and not rot from any moisture that is within the dungeon. Another thing to note, unless I state it otherwise, the ceiling is 15 feet above and is
Okay.
of stone as well.
Sorry. Go ahead.
For housekeeping, it is illuminated due to the light, though, I'm assuming.
Yes, you have a 40-foot light off of Silver's staff.
Okay.
So, Sholta will crouch down and kind of see if he can peep through the keyhole.
All right. You peek through to see that it is a dimly lit room. There is a couple candles here and there, and you do see 3 statues and a corpse in front of the first.
Alright. So I see 3 statues within this room. There's a corpse standing before the first. Likely, I expect them to be traps of some sort. Anyone proficient in dealing with traps?
I'll move up on this. First, I check the door for any traps.
Roll an investigation.
$16.
All right. With a 16, you feel that the door is not trapped.
Okay, which way does the door open, inward or outward?
With your investigation, you know that it will open into the room and not the hallway.
Okay, it'll open so outward, away from us.
Yes.
Is it locked? As far as I can tell.
Do you try the handle?
Yeah, why not?
You try the handle and it opens.
I quietly open the door.
So you push open the door. And into this room, you see 3 statues, a corpse lying on top of a broken stick, and to the southern side, you see that there are more corpses.
I
What do the
recognize the
statues look like?
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
gonna...
The 3 statues appear to be of noble looking, very nice clothing, humans, and the one in the middle is one of a knight, in plated armor and a large sword that depicts strength. You try to look at the plaque and you see that they've all been scribbled out with new words written over them.
Can I make them out from here?
Not from here, no.
All right.
I will move 10 feet into the room.
Okay.
And, I don't know, I guess I'll do like an investigation check to kind of just see, like, what's around me?
Sure, go for it.
I will move to be about 10 feet behind him.
So you're just barely
I'm
into the room.
following.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
do the same.
I'm sticking close to Silver.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll wait
I'm
out
gonna
here
keep
until you
moving
tell me it's
forward
safe.
as he moves forward. If that doesn't, if nothing really gets different, yeah.
Yeah. So I got a 19 for my
Alright.
roll. So, like, do I see
With a
anything out of the
19?
ordinary? Something?
With a 19, you can't really tell of anything being out of the ordinary. It just seems like a normal room with stone statues. You do, however, pick up that this was one that is depicted for the Waterdeep noble line and not so much one of the dungeon.
I don't know that one on top of my head. So, yeah. But I'll keep that information. I guess I'm just gonna go kind of take a look at this corpse, see if he might have anything we might want to take, and see what exactly killed him. Assuming death
Alright.
by stick.
Give me a medicine check to see what killed him.
Lord. I'm not war, man. I don't got my medicine skill like that. Oh, that's on that one.
No, yeah, it's dead.
It was a stick.
You feel as though
You got any stuff on
something
him?
powerful killed him.
I come over and I investigate the corpse.
All right, give me a medicine.
Right. I want to try to investigate like what he was up to when he
Oh.
died.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be an investigation.
I'll begin a ritual for detect magic.
19.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind and let you know when 10 minutes have passed. All right, with the 19, you were able to tell that he was protecting this stick. He was trying to protect this stick with all of his might. As this hobgoblin lays dead in front of you. You can see that it's been decayed well for over time. And the way that the stick is positioned, it seems like it's been disturbed.
How so?
Like, you see that the dust settled around in a different way, and now there's an empty spot. Like, the stick was broken into 3 pieces, and one of those pieces is gone.
Oh.
So, Sholta's gonna kind of move a little bit more north. Hold here. I'm going to check out a little bit further up.
Yeah, I let everybody know like his stick's broken. There may be a missing piece here. It seems to be of some significance, potentially.
Should we help look for the stick?
Can I read this inscription now that I'm closer?
Let me look at your... Alright, so you look at the inscription, and it's scribbles, and you try to read it, and it says, "Lock, lock,
Sorry, could you say that one again?
lock, lock."
Does,
Okay.
does anybody
Sure.
read
All right. Yeah. Checks out. Checks out.
this garbage, whatever it is?
What is it?
Some,
None of you can read it.
Yeah, some lower form of communication.
Lower form just because you can't read it. Lovely. I go over to him and I lean over and I stare at it real hard. Like I'm understanding and I'm nodding my head like, yes, this makes sense. I look right at him. I'm like, no idea.
Perfect.
Can I take my chalk out?
Yes.
Can I run it over the scribbled text?
Okay. What would you like to scribble?
Over the scribbled text.
Okay. Are you doing anything specific? Are you...
Are you
I'm just coloring
tracing
it in.
or
You're just coloring it
Coloring it
in? Okay. Give me a dexterity check and add your proficiency. And we'll see if you're able to color within the lines.
Can't.
It's a 9.
Cat with a 9. That's a +3
You-
plus your
add
proficiency,
your
so you're at 12.
proficiency.
So with a 12,
enough.
it looks okay. You have like one or two mistakes, like missing the line. You're like, oh, crap. Let me try that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks...
Oh.
Yeah, you filled in all the holes, so now has white... I think you used white?
Yeah, I usually use the white chalk.
Okay.
And then I stand up straight and I look back at my comrade and say, Can you read it now?
I just mumbled at myself, learning as we go.
It's even harder to understand now.
Oh, well. Finley's unsure if she helped or not, but she puts her chalk away.
Okay. Detect Magic has completed. And you were able to
Alright.
tell that the stick has magic of abjuration.
Interesting. I will check it with an arcana to see if I can understand its purpose.
Go for it. Give me an Arcana.
A 17.
With a 17, you know that it's been set with an alarm.
Oh.
I will immediately say, Be warned. Those who touch the stick will disturb an alarm. I know
Oh.
not who set this, but it seems that it is a bait.
Sholta will come back down to the group.
And I'll repeat the warning when he gets here.
Yeah. I heard something, but I wasn't quite sure. Something about setting something off?
Yes, this stick, those who disturb it will create a magical alarm. I do not know what is going to notice such a thing, but it is meant to be a trap.
Oh, good thing I didn't mess with it.
So
Most appreciated cleric.
Silver nods.
what do we do then?
Let's look at the other statues. See if there's anything about them.
Okay.
Sholta
I
kind of
sneak
starts heading towards
south.
the corpse down south, yeah.
I guess
Alright.
I'll go. Well, I guess I'll go with them. I was going to go the other way, but I have the light.
All right.
I'm
So-
following the source of light.
I sneak not in the light part, like around
You go around the
in
back
the darkness.
of the statue, yeah.
Okay.
I stick to
So-
the darkness.
As you guys look, you see that they are well dressed for what they are. There is one creature in there that is pale skinned, featureless, red eyes, and is just there. You see a few bodies that have been burned. In the furthest back one that you can see has been impaled with a quarterstaff into the wall. There's a few different people who have been well cut, but they all have fake teeth, fangs, all kind of like dangling out or on the ground.
A weird description.
Is the one in the middle Does it seem to have been killed by the others around it?
Make an investigation.
After he's done
15.
investigating, Schultz is gonna jab
With
one.
a 15, you could tell that this creature was with them and fought something else.
I checked these corpses.
4.
Traps.
Okay. Investigate for traps.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, there's no traps on any of these. And as a matter of fact, with a natural 20, you can tell that these guys were killed within the last day.
Okay. They're recently killed, and they have fake teeth, fake vampire teeth.
They have fake vampire teeth, yes.
Do they have anything on them?
Give
Not
me
the
another
teeth,
investigation.
Schultz is gonna take a pair of these teeth.
Natural 1. You find 1 gold piece.
Do I see Shilta?
I gotta ask why I have to roll another investigation after investigating with a nat 20. But
Because you were
anyways,
looking for traps, and this time you're looking for loot.
I guess. Well, yes. Suppose.
What were you
You
doing,
don't know what they
Shulta?
have between them cheeks?
Did I
I'm
see Shilta taking the teeth?
I mean, were you trying to be sneaky about it, Shulta?
Not in the slightest.
No, then you would have seen
Okay.
it.
I'm just like, what are you doing?
Is there anything different about this,
These-
this one dude in the middle?
Hold on, Miko.
Well, obviously, these teeth aren't natural, so they might lead to something later. It's strange this whole group seems to have false teeth. I mean, in this day and age of restoration, I mean, who would need false teeth? So,
True.
I just figure
Very
it might
well
be
then.
a point of
I'll
interest.
I'll gather a few teeth as well.
Okay. So however
What?
many, you can get up to 5 between the two of you. Add in a custom item of fake vampire teeth.
Yeah, just put fake teeth in. I'll remember it's vampire teeth.
Okay. So Miko, you were looking at the featureless creature.
Right. This guy, do I recognize what kind of a creature it is?
Roll a nature.
All right. Where the hell's nature? There we go. 9.
It's a shapeshifter of some kind.
Oh.
That shit.
This is- some kind of fraud is going on here. Like a bunch of fake vampires.
Fraud?
Yeah.
Fake. Why would they want to pretend to be a vampire?
Probably to scare adventurers or something.
Oh. I'm
But
not
it's
scared.
It would be
perhaps
my first
monster hunters.
I
found them.
suspect a shakedown of some kind, or some kind of a con gone wrong here.
I thought
But it-
you said you were gonna stay out until we said it was safe.
Yeah, it looks pretty safe to me. They're dead.
Yep.
Yes,
The
and we don't
curiosity
know
of
what killed-
halflings is legendary.
I sneak forward.
I believe in my luck.
Well,
Right.
the halflings are known for being lucky, I guess, to make up for things.
I sneak forward.
All right, down the hallway.
Yep.
Roll stealth.
All right.
Do you want me to follow with the light, or do you wish to have a?
Just hold back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
with
guess,
a 24, you feel yourself pretty stealthy. Shulta, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna stand in the hallway, kind of just to block if anything else comes along.
Very well. Finley, is there anything you wish to do while Raven is off?
I think Finley, since it's nice and lighted here, she's gonna kind of just inquisitively inspect the corpses with their fake teeth because she's kind of perplexed as to why they would have fake teeth.
Okay. Very well.
She gets it. She gets it.
Silver's
right.
gonna go look at the bottom statue.
Okay. So you
Yeah, there
start
we
to
go.
inspect it during that time. And then we move over to Raven. Raven, you see that there are 2 doors, both of them ajar, that lead inwards towards the hallway that you're in.
I take a peek both ways.
To the south, you see a bunch of sleeping bags. To the north, you see a closed door.
Huh.
The room with the sleeping bags is dimly lit, as there are a little bit of candles that are almost flickered out.
And that's crazy. 8 sleeping bags, 8 corpses. Man.
Huh. Anything? None of them are occupied, or any
None
of
of
them
them are
occupied?
occupied.
Is there anything else in this room?
Do you enter it?
Sure.
All right. So as you enter this room, you feel as though you walked over a wire, one of arcane nature, and you hear a little bit of a dinner bell ringing. Ding. It echoes out into the hall. The 3 others hear it.
Sholta pops that sword the fuck out.
Did anybody hear that? What was that?
I
It
return,
seems like another one of the alarms that I had mentioned before.
trying
Oh,
not
no.
to trip that same thing if possible.
Does a barrel roll out the door?
And I return to the party.
Okay.
I think I tripped an alarm.
Yeah, I'll say, we could hear it from here, comrade.
Let us hope it was only meant for those ears below. And she points at all the dead ones.
Yeah, I think they're all dead though. I found their sleeping quarters. There's no one in there.
Dead end then?
I presume we can proceed.
Where exactly was the trap that you set off?
I show him the way.
Alright, so Sholta will follow along and kind of inspect the area.
Well, I guess
seeing
we'll all
Okay.
go then.
at the doorway.
That's what I was going to ask, because you don't have dark vision, so you'd be like, okay.
Well, with the alarm set on the, what was it, a staff or whatever in the other room, and the alarm here, I would imagine these guys were waiting to ambush people. So, logical thing I could think of, the item out there must be some sort of trap, and this is their little base of operations.
Yeah. I sneak into the room north. I'm
A
gonna call it.
logical conclusion. Shield
So
time.
roll up stealth
Hey.
for me.
15.
You feel you're hidden, and you get up to the closed door.
I want to check this door out for more dinglings
All right?
and
Look
stuff.
for traps.
I will approach to look for magic with my detect magic that's still active.
You do not see any magic on the door.
I give the nod.
I got a 7 on my
It looks pretty good.
investigation score. All right, I'm gonna open the door.
All right. So you open the door, and there is a small wire that pulls taut. And at this
Uh-oh.
point, you hear a whoop. Your armor class is?
17.
That's a 15. So you see a tin pan come flying towards you. You dodge out of the way, and it hits the wall. Boom! Boom! Woo, 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 woo.
A tin pan.
When did you
Oh.
get so good at making fucking sound effects, bro? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I totally saw that one.
Anyways, Sholta's coming in the room. What happened? What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Piece of cookware.
Yeah,
Oh,
Was it
some kind of a.
trap or?
I will pick up the
Bro.
pan.
It is
Might
a
need a lighter.
nice tin pan.
All right, I go in the room and check things
It
out.
actually shines a little bit, as if it was almost brand new. There's no rust on it. It could be used.
Huh?
All right.
Excellent.
So you enter into this room. There is a broken table that's right in front of you. There you see there's a bunch of playing cards right in the middle. The light that's given off kind of gives off a little bit of a reflection off of these cards. And then on the far back wall is a fresco. This fresco is one that has depicting rugged mountains, hollowed out caverns, and tiny little sculpted figures of dwarves. Behind the
Did you say
mountain, you have carved rays of brilliant light.
I give this. I give it a quick look as I over the table and the cards and whatnot as I pass them towards the fresco.
All right, give me an investigation if you're spending the time for it, or perception if you're just walking by.
I'm just walking by. That's a nat 20.
With a nat 20, you can count that there are 53 cards there,
That's a.
and there's 5 aces.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. I'm gonna check out this fresco, I guess.
You're not
Alright.
gonna take the ace? Crazy.
Something seems out of place here.
All right, with a 17, you are able to discover that one of the caverns goes in a little further, and it's darkened on purpose. You reach your hand in to feel that there is an indentation of where a key used to be.
All right. I
Oh.
return. Say we're looking for potentially a key here. Is there anything else in this room of note?
Well, I'm going to leave it to the others for a moment, because you had a lot of rolls.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
there
yeah,
anything
yeah.
else that you three would like to do?
Schulta's comfortable letting Raven kind of do the exploring. He seems to be skilled enough to do so. Schulta's not really made
Okay.
for stealth exploration.
Okie dokie. Silver?
I walk around the room. I'm really looking for magic.
Okay.
Doing
Um,
magic
Your
scan.
detect magic doesn't pick up anything in this room.
I will go
Everything's
down.
just-
I will go down to the sleeping bags and look there as well.
I'll follow. Yeah, yeah. I head along with that because I'm not doing anything else in here either.
Okay. Finley?
And as I go, I mentioned that if anybody finds a key, I may know what it does.
I'm following to the sleeping bags because I want to ruffle through the sleeping bags.
Okay. They're made of... That is true. I did mention that, didn't I?
You
What?
did.
Okay. So I'm going to have to take one step back for you, Silver. As you're walking by Sholta, you do detect a glow of enchantment and abjuration off of the armor.
Okay, I know that, but I'm just, he's a hero or adventurer of some kind at least.
Like hero.
He's a
Hero.
hero.
He's a hero.
Wow,
He's your hero
you're my
now.
hero.
Yeah, we let it go.
So Finley,
Yes.
you jump onto the first sleeping. It kind of poof with a little bit of dust that kind of flickers out everywhere, and you're like, "Huh, it's a pretty terrible bed. Like it's a little bit of like 1 or 2 furs and leather covering. It's kind of scratchy."
Who would sleep on this?
With your passive perception of 15, you see that there's like
Oh,
a bug
my
that kind of
God.
crawls across.
Brian, I have a question.
Yes.
I will not use this to any advantage or anything, but did Group 1 happen to check out that fresco?
They may have.
Yeah, I got this is cleared already, which is why I'm trying to like just hustle the.
Oh, I fucking knew it, dude. I was like sitting there, I was like, man, this is weird. Like, we're just having a whole lot of. Oh my god, they killed all the other dudes too. Man, that's
Maybe
crazy.
you should just double back and go to the other
I've been
avenue.
giving you guys as many indications as I can. One piece of the stick missing. Seems to have been dead within the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's all clicking together.
All right, so does our
See, this is
does
what I
our
was
hero-
talking about when I was originally
our
like,
hero-
I could I could run with the 2 groups and be like, hey, I could put these little subtle things of where the others have been.
Shulta is gonna come into the room. I've had a moment of divinity with my benefactor. they relayed some words to me. They
that?
tell me that we should go to the south from our initial starting point, rather than the north.
But you brought us here.
Yes, but my benefactor knows better than I.
We trust.
I
in
concur.
your
This place has
wisdom.
been recently sacked.
Well, I guess you're in charge. So if we gotta go
So is
south,
Shulta phases through the walls and just gets there? It's just there.
You have that odd moment in time where the game doesn't fully render the wall and you just pass through it.
It renders right as I'm going through though, and like half my body's stuck, and I'm
As long as you don't
screaming in
clip through the
agonizing
floor.
pain.
All right. So you guys enter back into the room before. You have the door to the north that is open, that you guys have open, and then you have a path and a door to the south.
I'm gonna say we just
Check
go
the-
back the way we came. That sounds
I
safe.
checked the door. I checked the
Oh,
door.
he's checking the door. Alright.
Door's
South door,
unlocked.
I guess.
Shulta
Alright.
is gonna be near him.
Look out for any cookware.
Yeah, I checked for mechanical traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
21.
21. There's no
I checked
traps.
that ass.
I wave for the dragonborn.
It will see if I can see any magic around here.
You do not see
Can
any
you see
magic on it.
past my
Does it
radiant
last
aura?
for
It's 10 minutes, so it's
10
probably
minutes?
just
Yeah,
about
it's
on.
just ending right now as you're walking by this
Okay.
door.
Alright, so I popped this door open.
It opens right up. And it
Does
opens
anybody-
in.
Oh, okay. Towards me? That's in.
Yes.
Okay. I checked for any tracks. Has anybody recently been through here?
Give me a survival.
8?
You can see that there's a lot of like dusty footprints. Like there's been quite a few people who have explored this area of the dungeon, as it is the first level, and that's where most adventurers explore from.
Yeah, I think we may just need to bail on this section of the dungeon, guys.
Sounds good. As I said, my benefactors warned me that the northern areas are not going to be to our likings. Let's regroup in the center, and we will head south from there.
All right.
okay.
So from here, at this point, anyone with a passive perception of 14 or higher is going to hear from the west 2 voices.
Not me.
Not
I
me.
I do.
Hello?
Huh?
Oh, maybe I lied. 60-foot dark vision. Do you see anything to the west? Down this hall?
60 feet? No.
Alright, sneak down it.
All right, roll stealth.
Shulta turns to the rest of the group. Well, he's been eaten by the void.
28.
All right, with a 28, you feel yourself very stealthy.
Have a little faith in him.
Oh, he'll be alright, I'm sure.
I'm sure this time it won't be a cookpot.
As you're hiding within the shadows, keeping to the very small alcoves that you can, kind of ducking and dodging, you look upon to see that there are 2 figures. The first one ahead is a goblin, and the one behind is full plate with a very large hammer. And you hear them bantering back and forth in a language that you don't understand.
They're closer, do I understand? Uncommon?
It is goblin.
Well, shit, they're speaking gobbledygook.
Do they appear to be adventurers?
Gobbledygook
Give
should
me an
be the
insight.
official name for goblin.
Yeah.
No, it is actually,
Really
there
can do
should
it
be
here.
many different,
Ooh, not bad.
I
16.
think in Harry
With a
Potter it's called
16,
gobbledygook.
you don't recognize them as adventurers, but they don't fit in the dungeon at all.
Yeah, they don't belong here, do they?
You don't mean literally, you just mean metaphorically.
Are they moving? Oh, are they coming
They're
closer?
walking closer. They're slowly stepping. Doop, 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 doop.
Is there an alcove for me to, like...
There's small ones that you're able to like
Lark.
duck in and out and stuff. And then The goblin stops for a second here and goes, "Hey! I see that light!"
Sholta,
as he yells out in common.
well, I'm glad you can see the light. Can you see the blade?
I do see the blade. It is a really big blade.
It is. I'm sure I could reach you before you might ever reach me. So,
My arrows
Let-
have range further than the sword, so I don't understand that. But regardless,
you think your arrows could pierce through the steel?
possibly,
You human.
maybe not. You're making me question my confidence here. But
But go on.
as he keeps a single hand up, we don't need a tussle. We don't need a fight. We're just getting on back. We hope. Is that the way out?
I believe if you come this way, and you go up through the door we just come through, head up to the northern door past the little hallway, and follow that path, you should be able to make your way to the elevator.
So you're telling them to head north?
I'm kind of describing the basic. If they go in the door that we just came, go
He's
past
giving them
the
good
little-
directions, but it might be a little confusing for them.
Okay, fair enough. I was just
Sure.
trying to figure out because you were going through this pathway here.
Because it's the
So-
exact way we came is what he's
You
doing.
you would be
Yes.
able to recognize
Hey.
that this was the path from
This goes
earlier.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. If I do recognize that, then I will change what I say. If you were to come this way and head down here at this turn, and go down and make another turn, you should end up right next to the elevator.
That
As
is.
long as you are, we shall be amenable too.
Yep, we'll keep our hand up. We just ask that you
Alright.
return in favor and not attack us.
Sholta sheathes his blades, puts his hands up in a similar gesture, and kind of says, "Oh, hold on, let me check something. I gotta check one thing real quick. See the details of it. Oh, okay. Well, I can't use that right now, so I won't. So Sholta will kind of say out loud, "Obsidious, my friend, I think we'll be safe to let these folks pass. So, do let them go wherever you are." And then Sholta will kind of just step back towards like the northern part of this hallway. Hands are still up, showing
Walk safe in Mistra's light.
Thank you. I don't know who Mistra is.
Read a book.
I think that's a religious person.
Well, okay, whatever.
I'm just saying.
Sholta gives him a light nod as they walk by.
And they give one as well, and he says, "Thanks for not killing us," and continues walking.
Thanks for not wanting to be killed.
It seems this dungeon is indeed
As they
crowded.
pass, I'm like, it was not your day. And look out of the shadows.
I like to
Perhaps
imagine
it-
he's just a book that has literally everybody's name and just like the exact time and date that they'll die. Like he just knows he's gonna get them at some point.
Perhaps we ought to seek a darker level of this dungeon. If this one is so widely trafficked.
Yeah, let's go back to the start there.
Once we make our way south a bit, I should be familiar with the terrain and can lead us to the second level.
Very good.
So I guess we're following up behind the goblins, and Sholta kind of gives a shout like, "We are coming up behind you. We're heading south of the elevator."
Okay. So as you guys are going through and making your way,
Making our way downtown, walking fast, past our homebound. No.
Yeah, we're doing that thing.
you see that they're up on the elevator. It's already down.
Which one has the hand? Which one has the hand?
Wait, hold on. Scratch that. They don't have the sigil. They're gonna try to climb.
Do I lose the sigil if I call it down?
You do not, no. Alright, we got this,
I know I can make it, Dugo, but I don't think you can.
I don't need that. You know I'm dexterous. I got this.
Best of luck, friends. Dry your palms on the way up.
Okay.
Scared. Oh, the dice fused.
Ah,
That's crazy.
18 and 19, both of them
Damn.
plus 20, all the way up.
I like to imagine the smaller ones just literally like doing backflips off of
Yeah,
the other
he's
one,
just
fucking,
jumping.
like, jumping off the
He's
wall
just
and shit.
jumping back and forth
And
between the
then-
wall. He's doing a little bit of a Naruto run, Prince of Persia running upwards, and then the larger fella is literally just digging his fingers into the wall, climbing up.
So many
I love these
interesting
guys.
people we discovered.
I will say, don't be too trusting. Be very wary of these folks, because many down here will seek to destroy you and take what you have. I've been, excuse me, I've been prone to many attack due to my weapon and
What were
my
their names?
innate
Can you put them in chat? Because they were calling each other by name.
Duco or something.
Dugo
Prince Zuko.
is the small one. You did not hear a name called out for the big guy.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
His name's just Stinky.
I don't know.
I saw you move that square. Should we be concerned?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Alright, well, go on south. I mean, that square was somewhere else a second ago. Did it move when we got next to it? Did I hear it move?
You would
My
hear
light
some
spell-
shifting within the dungeon, yes.
My
You
light spell
would
can
know
last
that-
an hour. I'm renewing it.
Okay, perfect. So you do know that as a denizen of the dungeon, you have, for the length of time you've been here, I should say, you know that the dungeon shifts and changes. Walls will move or shift, changing paths for what it is, and you'll even get sometimes a path emerging from the void. So not always are the paths the same.
Yeah. Alright, well, heading south.
All right. So you guys begin to head south. You make it to the first bend until you enter into a room that is just lined with statues. Multiple different statues. If I remember correctly,
Do they have any, like, orifices or anything like that? Like, do they have a mouth?
Give me 1 second on this one. So, every 10-foot section of the wall has a... Nope, that's not that. Well, anyway, long story short, there is multiple statues. They are depicted of demonic-style, fiendish characters. And there is one skeleton that looks like a bird that points to the southern wall. Are you looking to roll an investigation to truly inspect these statues?
Well,
Yes?
you said I was familiar.
I will offer the
So-
divine guidance of Mistra to Sota for a guidance spell.
Okay, you have guidance, so that
Well-
adds a 1d4 to your
Oh,
roll.
hold on. You said I was familiar, so...
You are familiar with the changes that can happen within a dungeon. Like, when you recognize, you can recognize those types of paths or recognize those types of walls.
Okay.
So,
I think I-
when there is a change, like for instance, when you were up north, I should have mentioned this, you recognized one of those walls that prevent you from passage.
Okay. You said I'm doing what now? Investigation?
Yep, an investigation of these statues, these fiendish statues that are here. With a
Me too.
16, you're able to
So
notice
it's
just...
base
And he adds a
16,
d4.
and you-
Yep, and the d4. Oh, 19. Perfect. So you're able to find that
19.
two of these statues both have a misplaced eye. Like, it's slightly lower than the rest. The left eye seems to have a small little lever just behind on both. The first one is the middle one to the north, and the second one is just behind the Kenku skeleton pointing to the last statue.
Sholta will share this information. I believe there may be some sort of puzzlery here. I see these two levers of sorts, but I'm not certain as to what's going on with this corpse here. So the corpse is pointing to one that doesn't have a lever, correct?
It is pointing to the one with the lever.
And
Okay.
the one on the north side in the middle has a lever as well.
That he shares, yes.
I want to investigate that one. See if I can figure out what this involves.
Okay.
I will be near the bottom lever.
Okay.
16.
Perhaps do both at the
16, you
same
can
time.
tell that it probably opens up a passageway.
I'm gonna pull this lever.
You're gonna pull them both at the same time.
All right, so you
Shall
reach
we-
your 2 fingers into the eye socket to pull down the small lever, and then the door emerges on the right-hand side. The wall itself opens up,
Next to me.
and you are now
Oh.
able to
Oh,
enter
I
into
didn't
the
even
path
notice
to the
that.
north.
Well, Sholta will move over there with him. Do you want to take lead and investigate, or would you like me to be the front line?
I take a peek in there before entering.
You see that the room is lit. A faint light is glowing from the middle.
I'll let you take the lead here.
All right. So Sholta will kind of step in, waiting for everybody to get into the pecking order that they want to get into before.
I will follow.
Oh man, you throwing me the fuck in there? I said right at the front. Jesus. Gotta calm down. I've had way too many characters die because the DM's like, "Oh, you want to move 5 miles across the map and into enemy territory?" I'm like, no.
I would indicate that an enemy is coming and position you as you'd like before they engage.
See,
Well, the thing I'm talking about in specific is like we were having a fight, and I described exactly where I wanted to go, and he put me like somewhere out in the open, so I just had to fight all of the enemies, and then the rest of my team didn't do much. So like my character was like damn near dead. So yeah. Anyways, I digress. Adam, if you're ever watching this video, I'm talking about you and all the frog people.
Wow.
shade.
Okay. So, as you peek your head into it, you do see that there is a statue. A statue is made of wood. Kind of a little bit of a reddish color. And stabbed within it is a sword that glows. In front of this sword is a dead body.
Who did really good with their investigation of the corpses earlier? Was it Raven?
I did, and then I didn't. So
You did a good investigation of the corpses itself, but you did a terrible investigation of finding loot.
Very well. I will offer the divine guidance of Mistra, and also, watch out for any cookware.
So,
So now
I've
I've given that buff to Raven.
all right.
So Sholta is gonna move forward, kind of like being ready to take an initial blow, letting
We're gonna
Raven get behind him.
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go investigate this dead body, and along with that, I'm trying to get an idea if this room's been cleared recently, or
I don't know, man. A glowing sword?
So, are you investigating the body, trying to figure out its
I
death?
all of the
Are
above.
you...
Like, just tell me what I need to do.
Okay, so if you're investigating the
died
body,
first.
I'm going to need an investigation to see if there's anything on it or if it's trapped. To see if anyone's been in the room, I'm going to need a
21.
survival. And then if you're looking to see how this guy died, I need a medicine.
Is it like a rotting corpse or is it like
21.
skeletal?
It is
21.
skeletal.
I was gonna say it looks bony.
It's skeletal.
Gonna assume this guy got trapped in here.
All right, with a
So I got
survival, you don't see any footprints. This is an undiscovered room. With your investigation of 21, these bones, these remains, have been here for quite some time, and there's no traps or anything on them themselves. However, you do see that the right hand itself, this is what you learn with your medicine, has been cut. It's missing 3 fingers.
Strange.
Sholta will turn to Silver. Silver, could you stand outside of the room for a moment? You saw where the lever was, correct?
Yes,
If that door is to
absolutely.
close, would you please open it once more?
of course.
Oh yeah, is there any? I'd actually suggest that to check if there's any mechanism to open the door from the inside.
Well, having at least
Or-
somebody staged outside would be good in the forefront. Yeah, I mean, you can check the room if you want.
I'm gonna go check to see if
So-
there's a way to open the door from the inside.
There is none.
This-
What? Ooh, okay, strange.
Is
But
this,
you do
said
see
this
a
door is
little
stabbed?
door to the left-hand side.
I was about to say it's our door on the left-hand
Okay.
side, but what is a 40-foot? Because Silver left the room. Where's the light casting?
It's a lit
From the
room.
hallway, so...
Yeah,
oh, there is
so
a light
you
in the room.
You get this,
as
but
well.
there is a dim light around the statue itself.
Can I investigate the statue?
Sure. Of course you can.
You said the sword was stabbed into it, right?
Yes, the sword is stabbed
15.
into the statue. And with a 15, it's a wooden statue. You can tell it's made of hewn wood.
Do I get a D4 on that, Luke? Is that
Yes.
You do. I gave you that last, so yeah.
For a full
plus
minute.
4? So 19.
Alright, with a 19, it's hewn wood. It's been here for a while. There's a little bit of moisture on it. You see it's kind of starting to rot, but it's relatively new. You see that the sword is a well-made long sword, and it's glowing.
Guys, the
guess-
sword is glowing.
Shulta's gonna grab the handle. He's not gonna pull it or anything yet. Did anything happen?
I like that you just touch it.
Alright.
I'm not scared.
So, you grab the sword.
Alright. I pull it out.
Alright, you pulled out the sword. It is now within your grasp.
Sick. What do I call this thing? Toon-toon move?
Excalibur.
It glows in a 10-foot sphere.
Hey,
of
got a
dim
glowing
light.
sword.
What's this thing called?
Is it a short sword, bastard sword, or great
You
sword?
said long sword, right?
Just call it the secret sword.
Right.
Secret sword.
Yep. And now what do you do with it? You have it in your hand.
Well, adding it to my inventory. So I'm not getting any bad feelings from it, nothing like that or nothing.
Because it's you, you feel as though you cannot let go of this sword.
Can I put it on my hip or anything?
Your hand cannot be removed from the handle.
Oh no!
You might want to get that checked.
I think he cut off
they,
3 fingers to try and drop it.
I
Oh.
say, Silver, Silver.
Yeah.
I think we have a problem.
Oh, let me. I guess I'll hit in. Do you
I'm
want
gonna
to mind
swap.
the outside?
Yeah, I'll come watch the lever.
Okay, we swap, and I go in and take a look at this sword problem.
Yeah, I head out as well. I was like, I think it might be like a personal problem.
All right. So
think-
I will.
A lot of you are stressing a little too much. I think I can deal with this. Give me 1 moment. I need to. Oh,
At least you're holding a weapon.
oh. Okay. Interesting. Give me a moment. I need to message Brian.
What do you mean by wait? Is that a? Okay.
Did you read it, Brian?
Maybe. Depends on how much. We'll just go with that for now.
I mean, I'll literally tell you. Just.
Yes, that I can. Yes.
All right. Yeah. First and foremost, I didn't say that I couldn't let go of the sword at any point, so I don't know why everybody's reacting in character.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So y'all need to calm down. I got my own agenda here.
Fine. Okay. Then I guess I would still be in the hallway.
Okay.
So, well, it looks like the blade is enchanted to hold some light for a little while. I think I'll hold it for a bit, and that way we've got a second source of light.
Not a bad idea. As I
Um,
pass.
if there isn't anything else in here, do we want to go check over that door over there, or would we like to go back to the other hallway? There was the second lever.
I say the second lever. There may be more treasure.
That works for me.
All right.
So as everybody's leaving, Schultz is gonna hang in the back and do that thing. And then I'm just gonna wrap the sword up in some cloth, and y'all have it just kind of hanging from my waist.
Okay.
Does that work? Are we good?
I take it you're waiting until everyone has left out of the room.
As they're walking off, I'll kind of just hang back and then do the thing real quick, and then yeah.
Okay. Roll me a stealth real quick.
Right, I suppose. Do I still have? Okay, I can't remember if we did this one.
I'm walking out of the room, so I don't even think I would even see this.
Okay. Copy.
What?
Brian's messaging me the responses. Well, the roll is a 12.
Okay. So, the only thing that you're going to... So, it'd only be... Yeah, he wouldn't... Yeah, it'd only be Finley. Finley. The only thing you're going to hear is metal dropping to the ground. Ding, 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 ding,
Tink,
ding, ding.
tink, tink.
I naturally look towards it.
You peer around the corner and you just see the back of Shulta there, kind of picking up stuff off the ground and then wrapping the sword up in the cloth and following along. As you have your head just poked through.
I do have a question. He
Yes.
wrapped the sword. Is it diminishing the light?
No.
So I kind of wrapped it. So like even if you were to wrap the cloth around it, the light still shines through.
Yep.
Huh.
Okay.
That's not what I did. I kind of just wrapped the hilt and handle up a bit, and then just tied it off like around my waist. Because I would assume I wouldn't know that off the rip.
Yep. So you just have it tied, so you have a nice little lantern that just dangles there that's sharp.
Sounds Gucci.
Okay.
I want to walk forward and look at the corpse of the skeleton right there by this
Alright.
statue.
Anything specific that you're looking for?
We got that gat.
What killed you? That's my
So-
investigation of your check.
You guys look down the hall to see a dimly lit room with a bunch of pillars, and there's one figure that trips. Whew, poof. Oh, damn it! Oh, shit. And then books it.
I'm not.
Whirling,
all
I
see
point the
that?
staff in that direction, and I don't see probably whatever it was.
You don't see it
Did
anymore.
I actually see anything?
But their stealth was 7. So
Robert?
you did see this one furry, tall creature book it down one of the paths. As if they were spying on you behind one of the
We are
pillars
not
and then
alone.
left.
Can we tell which direction they fled?
Give me a perception, and we'll see if you were able to perceive it.
All right.
Schultz is kind of wringing out his hand, you know, like it was sore or something.
Nope.
Nope. You weren't able to see where they
So-
ran off to.
Schultz is gonna stand, like, between the group and then this mysterious enemy kind of thing. So, if you would like to open up this other lever, see where it leads, I can stand here in defense, or we can chase after this foe, and they may potentially know where this lever is and know what we're looking for.
As he says that, I pull the lever.
Okay, you pull the lever, and the door opens up. The wall parts, leaving an open pathway into what looks like a cave system.
Oh, cool.
What do you see, friend?
I'm gonna let you know the mule won't be able to fit in that. That's a little small for him.
Well, do you need the mule to come with us?
It's my job to look after him.
Just stand watch here if you.
Aye, aye, boss. Good, I didn't want to go in that cave.
What?
Is this
No,
cave
nothing,
15 foot tall like the rest?
I also checked this dead Kenku.
The room
That's what I was
itself...
checking as well.
Okay, back up.
Alright,
Sholto,
help-
what were you asking?
I was saying, is the cave...
The cave
15
is only
normally.
about 7.5 feet tall, so you would have to duck to get through.
Well, this is problematic.
I help Silver check the corpse.
All right, give me
Okay.
a medicine on it if you're looking for its death or just investigation to see why.
I was doing the medicine to see why or how it died. So,
Okay,
is
you
this
get
like an
a
advantage
medicine,
check?
so you can both roll for the medicine, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I will roll with advantage and guidance on myself.
Perfect.
I'll give him advantage, or whatever it is. I'm helping him.
He's offering the assist action.
A 12.
You can tell that this Keku died of magical means. You don't know what, though.
Sheesh.
But what you
Some form
find
of magic.
quite intriguing about this is that it was pointing to that statue.
It died pointing?
That's never a good sign. I don't like that cave.
I
Anyways,
wonder-
Raven, you're up.
All right.
What were you gonna say, El?
I wonder, were they forced to point out which statue it was and then killed?
I mean, the Mad Mage is cruel, but I can't imagine he would want anything in his caves to be looted or stolen.
I head into the cave.
Okay. It's a little on the small side, but because of your height, you're able to slip right through without any issues.
I'm small.
Gremlin.
I sneak along.
Okay, roll, give me a stealth. Anyone else following behind?
Shulta comes up to the cave, kind of ducks down,
24.
then stands back up and says, "No, that's not happening."
Okay, you feel yourself pretty stealthy. Silver, are you joining them?
I will follow, but I will be hanging back a good deal. Like I'll
Okay,
be hanging back like
fair
20
enough.
feet from 20 feet from
You are now in a fork within the road. Raven, do you want to head east, head west?
I take left-hand turns.
You take left-hand
Exclusively.
turns. Okay.
I
So you
mean,
fall
that
down
is-
this path to find an empty chest.
What the?
Suck it, nerd.
This is.
Get out here!
Has this been raided recently?
So Finley,
Yes.
how close are you following behind?
I'd say relatively close, because she doesn't want to be alone.
Okay. You don't have dark vision, do you?
Nope.
Okay, you're not
I'll
touching
be
him.
in the intersection. I'll be in
Give
the
me a d20. Roll 2 and give me the lower number.
Real two. Ah, the lower number is 2.
Okay. So you keep walking along. You're like, okay, I'm following him. You got this. With his very high stealth and beating your passive perception, you lost him. But you're like, he's pretty sure he's this way. Until eventually you trip over something. Poof, poof. And you feel around it, and it feels like it's a box.
Whoa.
Closed.
I'd like to imagine.
And there's a
he just
padlock
literally was
on
like,
the front.
"Is this?" Oh,
Oh.
what the fuck?
Okay. Can I pull out my lantern?
Okay, do
You
you...
had a lantern this entire time?
No.
Told you she just sprung out of the ground.
Well, it's a lamp. Sorry. Anyways, yes, I have a lamp.
Okay, do you light it?
I'm imagining a table lamp.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
uh,
light
yeah.
it to
How do you
light up
light it
this
in the dark?
cave. You see that you're still in, and there's
Wait,
a
hold on,
closed chest
hold
in
on.
front of you. Okay, yes?
But how did she light it in the dark? How did she get matches and torches and shit to light it?
She knows where her
Well,
stuff is on our pack to find it and go,
I
okay.
also have a tinderbox, so back off, and I have oil for the lamp. I came
Spills the
prepared.
oil all over herself, accidentally lights off on fire, burns to
It's
a crisp.
already loaded.
It's already in, good to go.
Alright.
You didn't come in the tunnel, sir, so...
Yeah, I'm not
So-
dumb enough to go down.
so
Me
you
and
have
my
a locked chest
magnificent
in front of you.
approach.
What would you like to
Yes,
do,
I
Finley?
do. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not proficient with it, but...
Can I dual screen this? Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect.
It has a lock. Can I investigate the lock, I guess? Or does it just look like a regular mundane lock?
Yeah, it looks like a mundane lock. I mean, if you want to try to roll an arcana to see if there is anything there, you could.
Yeah.
Anyways, Shoulder wanders off, cuts his hand off, and then never comes back, so nobody can ever get out.
17.
Oh,
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's a mundane lock.
Alright, I'm going to... Yeah. I'm going to try to break it. With
Okay,
brute force.
roll to attack. And what are you using specifically?
Do satyrs have goat feet?
I mean, they do, but my choices are
Give it a
ram.
go.
It doesn't say a good old kick.
Yes, it is technically your horns for that.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do it.
All right, so
Fucking
you
hand
back
across
up,
the
you
chest.
get down on all fours, you scrape your hand on the ground like a bowl, and then you just charge at this lock. Roll to hit.
Oh my god.
major headache incoming.
11.
With an 11,
Didn't
you
expect
hit the
strong
box,
go ahead.
and you slide back, and you're like, ah, ah.
Why did I do that?
I can do it
Why?
a
Do
second
any
time.
of us hear
You
this?
do this a second time. Okay, try it again. Everyone else, you hear this echoing. Boom.
I make my way towards the
That's a
echo.
19.
I think I'm gonna have to start running.
Are
That's
you
a
guys
19.
good?
What was the second
Where
attack?
19.
19.
19. Again, you just bounce off this. Boom. The echo again goes throughout the cave, and you guys start
Aw.
rushing over, running by everything to see Finley is kind of laying on her back with eyes that are twirling with like dizziness, a little bit of stars around her head, going, "That's a hard lock."
I
Little Pied
found
Pipers dancing around.
something.
Well, Schulte's gonna come crawling into this cave, I guess hunched over now. His way. I guess I'm moving at like
Okay.
half speed.
Yeah, you'll be at half speed since you're ducking.
He won't get to us in time.
But yep,
Oh,
so
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
arrive to see Finley there, and a
Giving
closed
herself
chest.
brain damage.
Yeah.
Can I investigate this chest?
By Mistress Truth, it may be a mimic. And I will cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay, roll to hit.
I think this is a save.
The chest has to make a dex save.
Ah, that is right. You said Sacred Flame, not right.
It's a worm. That's a worm. The bat flips into a spike and kills itself.
Un momento, por favor. Roll for damage, by the way. And everyone roll for initiative.
All right.
11
I'm not
damage.
dead.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Oh my god.
I got 14.
All right. So with initiative, I call out as I can. Anyone above 20?
Nope.
Okay, 20 to 15. No one there either. Okay, 15 to 10.
10.
Got a 14.
Okay, 10 to 5.
7.
7.
Who has higher dex?
I have.
I want to say it's Raven.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a +4 and Finley's a +3, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a +5. Yeah, you're faster. Okay. Well. What was the damage for your Sacred Flame?
11.
11? Okay. So, as you strike this chest, it cracks and breaks and opens up with teeth, tongue, and multiple eyes. It gets to go first. And it's
Oh,
going
great.
to make a bite attack to the closest target. Ah! That will be a 17 to hit.
I have a 17 AC.
Meat is a beat. So you're going to take 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage. So you're going to take 7 piercing, and then its saliva starts to drip on you and burns. So you'll take an additional 1d8 acid. So another 4.
All right.
Or
I do have a
Norm.
question. How did I end up closer to the chest than the headbutting
Because you
ram?
went to go investigate it.
Oh, gotcha.
Like she fell back after hitting her head on it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
She fell back after hitting it. You said you were going to go investigate it, and then it got sacred flamed.
Okay.
And Shulta still down in the cave.
All right. So what did I
Okay.
take total?
You took 7 physical damage, and then 4 acid.
Okay.
Okay. Shulta, it is your turn.
Alright, well, since I'm kind of hearing some commotion going on over this way, I guess I'll use the dash action to move 30 feet down that way.
All right. As you're
Cool.
crawling your way through the cave, you're just like, "Ooh, this place is
I'm just
sweet."
touched over.
Now I'm not impressed with our cleric because he just got me freaking
Silver,
Should've known better, bro.
it is your
You said
turn.
that's a minute, bro.
Silver just dicked me.
Let's see. I will. I'm a little surprised that I was actually right. What do I know about Mimic?
You know it is a shape changer.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on it again.
Okay, very well. You made that save.
Okay, so no damage.
This time it was prepared for your radiant fire that came from above, and it kind of shifts itself with its tongue off to the side, and you miss it entirely.
Alright, then I step forward to stand beside
You
Raven.
don't really have the space to do so.
Oh, okay.
You could move past Finley if you wanted to, but that's the most you got.
Alright, then I suppose my turn is over.
Perfect. Raven.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Perfect.
And then
If you want to move past
Oh,
me, I'll let you.
yeah, I'm gonna move past Silver.
How far?
Uh, so I can still stay in sight of it.
Okay. Yeah, you get full sight for this whole line here.
Sure, right there.
Okay.
And shoot it with my longbow.
Okay, go for it. Roll the hit.
All right. I'm actually going to. No, I'm not going to use that. I don't need to. Yeah, I'm gonna fire my longbow.
Okay.
21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll for damage.
And is there an enemy adjacent to it, technically?
There is not, no. You were the only one
Interesting.
adjacent to it.
Okay. It's going to hit it for 7. And I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think there is anything else for me to do right now. No. I'm going to be like, Sholta, this way.
Okay, you
I'm,
yell
I'm
out.
going.
We need you.
First combat. We can't do it. It's too much. This is impossible. Finley, it is your turn.
I
We
got
need our
frickin'
hero.
screwed over.
Okay, well, hold on. So did his arrows do anything?
Yeah, I hit it for 7.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah,
You don't have extra attack? Oh, wait, you're a rogue. Never
No.
mind. Never mind. You have sneak attack. Back up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah, you're
asking
good.
if
You're good.
technically adjacent to it.
We good?
Yes, it's your turn, Finley.
Coolie beans. Finley recovers, shakes her head, and pulls out her longbow. What? I need to be. Yeah.
So
What-
you're not in melee, so it's not at disadvantage.
Okay.
Now, the two numbers that you see, the 150, 600, so that
Yep.
means you roll normally, as long as it's not in melee, up to 150 feet. Past 150 is at disadvantage, and you can't hit anything past 600. It is impossible.
No, I was just thinking logistically, making sure I wasn't too close.
Oh, yeah, you're 10 feet away.
Okay. Okay.
It's just something I always explain to people, okay?
No, I appreciate it. I do. I do.
I mean, yeah, honestly, fair because like this shit goofy.
It's true. First one's 23.
23
hit?
hits. Roll for damage.
The first damage is 6, and I have a second attack.
Okay, go for it.
16.
16 does hit.
Yep, that's a 10 additional damage.
All right, you start to see the wood crack and splinter as you have shot 2 arrows into its wooden frame.
Did Raven ever say he had dark vision?
Sure. I don't know.
Okay. It's just relevant for later
I mean,
stuff.
by volunteering to scout with no light, I guess we could assume.
You could assume
That's
it
fair.
easily since he has scouted without light and came back without tripping or, running into anything.
Like a
Okay.
mimic.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Finley? Moving? Staying?
Staying.
Okay, very well. So, it comes up to you to see a nice treat, and it takes a bite at you, Silver. With a 15, it tries to bite, and you kind of take a little bit of a step back, and it misses entirely. Bah!
Ski.
It is your turn, Sholta.
All right, cool. We're gonna do that same thing we did before, and skididdly bop on over 30 feet. All right. I need to see if I have a bonus action. I could technically do that, but I won't. All right. That's my turn.
Okay, very well. After that is Silver.
I'm going to try poison spray on it because it's so close. So it makes a con save.
Constitution saving throw.
Uh huh.
Another 20. I'm sorry. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
well.
Anyways, this is God Mimic, Lord of all Shape Change.
All right, and I will take on sort of a defensive stance and like
Are you using a
focus
key
on
point
dodging.
to do a
Yes, I'm
patient defense?
I'm doing
Perfect.
damn. Okay.
I'm sorry. Did you just say key point?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, shit. Everything I knew was in a
You
lie.
should've- I told you should have called him something else.
They're my focus points.
So you take a
Okay.
moment to let out a breath, and you see a little bit of that sparkle from your type of element that you have. Silver, I think, is
Cold.
cold, so you do see a little bit of frost coming out. And then
Right. Like
you set ready for an attack coming. And now it is Raven's turn.
yeah, I like draw my foot across the ground and like it gets like all like sub-zero
All right,
frost.
I'm gonna longbow this stupid thing again.
All right, do it. This time there is an ally within 5 feet.
13 hit.
A 13 does hit.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
8 plus sneak attack. Here we are. 18 altogether.
18, you say?
Yep.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Ah, right through its tongue.
All right. So you take a moment to pull the arrow back, waiting for the perfect shot, and then you let go to skewer its tongue, top, middle, back, through the back of it, and it shatters into splinters through the back. And then it
Curse
falls.
you, Bale.
It spits up a little bit of acid before it finally just dies.
Yeah.
All right. So, to let you guys know, in combat, anytime I put a token upside down, it is a dead body.
Yeah, I figured that earlier.
Oh, that makes
Right.
sense.
If it's to the side,
Cool.
it's prone.
Okay.
What if it's Sholta doing some weird shit and walking on his backwards crab leg style shit and doing Sholta things?
I would still consider you prone and put you sideways.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
great.
Well,
I have
combat's
another
over.
question.
What do you want to do?
what the hell just happened here?
A living box. A mimic. I have heard of such things, but this is the first one I've seen.
Oh yes, they inhabit this dungeon. Be wary of any chest or box you see. In fact, be wary of damn near anything that seems inanimate.
What about that one right past you, Finley?
I asked Miss Silver if you would kindly not trigger a mimic right when I'm about to investigate it. I would most appreciate that. Like as I brushed like the acid off of me.
Of course.
As it hits the ground.
Silver may have saved your life, because if you were to investigate the mimic while it was pretending to be a chest, well, let's just say there may not be an upper half of you laying around.
Is that actually true though?
I mean, mimics do have like a
Roll
sneak
a
attack.
nature. Roll a
Let's see
nature for
here.
yourself.
Apologies, I didn't mean to like mitigate.
15.
With a 15, you know that mimics do have an adhesive that also has sneak attack damage if you were to activate it while in object form.
Right, but how do you... I guess my whole point is just trying to investigate it to determine if it is a mimic is not cause for triggering it, would it be?
It's a living creature. It can choose to attack you in that moment. That's how mimics usually do their whole thing. You know, they pretend to be a chest. You try to open
I know
it.
how I know. But I mean, like the actual function of triggering it would
The
be
actual
like if I tried to
function of triggering a mimic
I
is
tried to open
dealing
it.
damage would activate it, or it
or
would
trying to
choose,
open it.
or it would choose to attack you.
So it can choose to attack without even Trying to open it or
Exactly.
deal damage?
Yes.
Okay. I guess that's what I'm trying to establish.
Yep.
Alright, so that's... Alright, so... Shows what I know.
Well, now you know for the future. Okay, you guys moving to the other chests? You do?
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
picking up
I'm
my
gonna let
lamp.
somebody
though.
else check them.
Okay.
Fine, I'll poke it with my stick.
Shoulder
Far
will
end
go
of the
down to the one
staff.
that was killed and see if there's any like actual loot around or something.
You gonna check the mimic? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I'll go
Alright,
check out
give
the
me
one
an
that's out.
investigation.
See if any. Where's it at?
Is he crouching or is he on his knees?
I got a flat 4. I didn't see shit.
So you find within the mimic a single bottle. It is opened and empty, but on the name itself, it says Glorious Eye Opener.
Random trinket.
Will pocket said bottle.
All right, you have a bottle that says Glorious Eye Opener.
Are you in good enough shape to continue, Raven?
As long as I don't take a grievous injury.
Sorry, who's injured?
It
Not
bit
cold.
Raven.
You did see Raven get bit.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna say I
It's
didn't see
glorious
that.
eye opener, right?
Okay, you didn't see it.
Right, because you had the head crash that you were just getting
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, blame
You
the
had
head
a minor
trauma.
concussion.
Someone's hurt?
Yeah, I also talk to Finley. I speak to Finley. Please try not to wander off in the dark alone.
I wasn't trying. I was. Okay.
I don't think he means too much harm. He's just worried about someone taking a more grievous wound. Excuse me. He did.
He's the one that wandered off.
Where I
Well,
can see versus yourself.
I pick up the
Alright,
lamp.
alright. Stop bickering. Okay, fuck, give it lamp now. Well, I don't have to say that then.
There's plenty of light now, though.
What about the rest of these chests?
All right,
Are
do
they-
you start looking through the chests that are here and around?
Yes.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Okay.
I keep my
I
bow drawn,
see
pointed at
nothing.
the chest.
And
All right.
11.
With a 3 and 11. Ooh, you guys get those stuff. Okay. You found an expensive looking leather pouch, L. And Finley, you found 17 copper.
Yeah, we rolling into money now.
I go
I will
check this
take
other
that and attach it to my.
chest.
I'll just take it.
Pants. Is it open?
This is open, and inside you see there's a bunch of copper coins. Like it
It's a
is
trap.
filled to the brim with copper coins.
God. Like a bunch or like it's
Like a
Coin
lot.
mimics.
how many pounds we talking there? Coins here.
Give me a general perception. Just give me a perception.
Passive perception's 18.
All right, passive perception. You feel there's about 400 copper coins in this.
Oh my lord. Okay. Go check the other one that's a little bit north of me.
Okay, you walk over to that.
Yeah.
I
One's
will
open
follow
too.
It's
along
empty.
because I think it's time to share the light.
All right. Yeah, there's a bunch of coins in this one.
I'm gonna do my detect magic so that I can see if there's any magic beneath all the coins or whatever.
Casting a spell or doing a ritual.
The ritual.
Okay, So I'll let you know when 10 minutes have passed.
Soldier's just kind of hanging out with Finn as she walks around.
I did investigate that one in the far corner, but it never had me roll.
Yeah, it was empty. Straight up empty.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't anybody find it weird that most of them are empty, but this one's still full of money?
I do find it weird, and I'm hoping that there's some sort of a trick to this. Although perhaps the trick will be bad.
I go check that last chest that I think I passed. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the
No,
last one.
you checked all the chests.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So unless you guys are doing anything for the next 4 or 5 minutes, Silver casts Detect Magic. Your eyes start to glow that little bit of a blue flare, and you start to look at that chest, and you see that there's a little bit of an illusion there.
Ah, it's an illusion. And knowing that, I will poke my staff into it.
You see that your staff goes through the illusion, and it kind of sways and flickers. Woo, woo, woo.
All right. I wonder what the illusion is concealing. It wouldn't just be done simply to waste time of someone, I think.
Well, what-
So I will use the tin pan to reach down into the chest.
Okay. So
And
you take
scoop
out the
up
tin
anything.
pan, and you try to scoop up, but there's nothing there.
Yeah. Huh. Any thoughts?
I mean, what can we make from this illusion? And roll something?
yeah. Is it
Like to
just
make sense of this? Like,
I mean, you can give me a general perception if you're looking to see, like, him scooping out to see if it really got anything within the flickering, or you could try to roll an Arcana to identify the illusion itself.
I'll roll Arcana.
I'm gonna investigate to see if there's anything like above or on the walls around this thing.
Okay.
um
All right.
did a perception.
So your investigation didn't pull up anything. I'll get to you last. Your Arcana was just identify just the flickering of the illusion itself, and your perception, Finley, with that 25, you're able to see that this is just placed here. There is a little bit of a magical sigil just below.
I look at
You have
Silver
a
and say-
feeling it was placed there to fuck with people.
I look at Silver and say, "Can you see the sigil on the floor?"
Ah. And with my magic sight, can I identify the
You identify
sigil?
that that's where that illusion is coming from.
Okay. And if I put like a cloth or something down over that, does it do anything like
Probably
blocking
just
the
scratch
illusion?
the sigil.
It does not when you place anything on.
Okay,
It just kind
well,
of
we'll
vanishes and
scratch-
hides.
We'll scratch the sigil.
You
that sounds
scratch
like
it
a
out
good
to
idea.
see that the chest illusion is gone. And there's nothing there other
Oh,
than a scratch sigil.
someone
Oh,
was
great.
truly petty. Well, let us move on.
Yep.
What a waste of a natural 20.
Oh.
Welcome to the Mad Mage. Alright, so you guys end up back into the forked area.
We recognize we've never been down.
Yes,
Yep.
you do recognize you have not been south yet.
I indicate to Shoal to travel south, as
South we go.
your
Right.
patron indicated.
That's my what?
So slowly.
Your
Didn't
patron did
say-
say go south, yeah.
right.
Or at least
Yes,
you
my
told us that your
benefactor-
patron said go south. Maybe you don't even have a patron, but you know,
I have been using the word benefactor.
Oh, sorry, benefactor.
benefactor.
Alright, so you guys enter into this room. It glows with a slight green light. You see this viscous, thick liquid that slowly moves and bubbles.
All right,
There
I'm
is a
out.
statue that is half buried within this room. It depicts that of looks like a horseman, but also a demon at the same time. It holds one axe in its left hand.
Well, I'm going to see the magic in the area.
Okay, well, let me see.
And
gonna-
I go up to the edge of the slime, but without touching it.
I kick a rock into the slime.
It sizzles and burns away.
Oh, great, it's acid. Fuck this place.
You do not pick up any. Nope.
Pick up the magnificent Sholta.
Can I walk
You're
along
up.
the edge towards the statue?
Give me 30 seconds.
Man, you were so brazen, just walking out of your tank like that. It's crazy. I pray for you, brother. Pray for you.
True.
Okay, so you don't pick up any magic. However, you were able to notice that from in this room and getting closer to the liquid, the statue itself, the head glows faintly,
Ah.
like the eyes are glowing.
No magic, though, you said.
No magic.
All right.
Oh,
I'm out.
I am approaching that and looking.
I draw my bow, ready to shoot whatever the hell, like, reaction mode.
You moving carefully along the wall.
Yes.
I will need an acrobatics from you to make sure that you don't trip in. Because even though I couldn't indicate it here, it is a thin path.
All right, then I will pray for guidance as I do this.
Okay?
A 19.
With a 19, you're able to easily get your way over and climb yourself up onto the statue, where you're now straddling its neck.
I look it in the eye.
Give it a kiss.
Okay. You look in, give me a perception.
14.
With a 14, you can see in the far back of the head is a candle that is lit. It gives off a faint purple glow to it. The candle itself is not of white wax, but of a bluish tint.
Grave wax.
All right, I blow it out.
Oh shit.
I got this arrow hot and ready, loaded.
Schultz kind of just leaning on his sword.
I blow it out with intensity.
Okay. Just give me a constitution check to see if you have the lung capacity to do it.
I have
Come on,
The-
emphysema.
I have the breath attack to do it.
Okay, that works
It
too.
does-
If you
does
want to
cold
do that.
damage.
I would
Yeah,
say having a
I'm
breath
blowing
attack.
this completely out.
Yeah.
I would say having a breath attack and being able to do that should allow you to just do a big enough breath to blow it out without
Yes.
using the attack.
Yes. That's why I'm letting this just go through, because it's it's pretty far in there. You're trying to blow out a candle about a foot and a half away. So
Right.
you're able with your cold breath just blow it out.
Okay.
It no longer glows. But as you were doing that, you start to hear a boogok, boogok, boogok. A little bit of an ooze starts to emerge from the pool.
Oh, get out of there.
Right. I'm gonna have to.
Initiative, people.
Initiative.
And
okay.
you get
Can I
your
let that-
surprise round because you had your
Yeah.
arrow at the ready.
I was like, this is dog shit. What are we doing right now?
Let me get through everything before you give me complaints.
I
man.
know. I'm like, whatever the hell's going on in this room is a bunch of bunk, just a bunch of malarkey.
It is Mad Mage.
We're in the trash compactor. Good job, princess. You found.
I couldn't leave it alone. Sorry.
I know.
Alrighty. Anyone above 20?
Oh,
No.
Okay,
gosh.
20 to
I probably
15.
should. Hold on.
I got a
19.
19.
I was getting back.
Who
to
has
my
higher
computer
dex? I
here.
think Finley.
I have an 18.
What's your dex? Shulta +1. Yeah, so you're after. Okay, and what did you get, L?
I'm on a 6.
You're on a 6?
Uh-huh.
Alright, so, what was your to attack?
Who's doing what now?
Your arrow that you released.
Oh, here it goes. 21.
21 hits.
And that's 10 damage. Can I sneak attack off of this because it's surprise round?
I'm gonna say no because it was alerted to your guys' presence initially. But you do get free damage.
All right.
Can
enough.
sneak attack proc if you're attacking with stealth?
I would
I
say
have advantage.
yes, but in this
If I
point
have
it
advantage.
is light. So he didn't have the
Yes,
advantage
I
for it.
can make it not light for him.
Yeah, anytime I have advantage, I can proc sneak attack. No, like just
Yeah,
that's
but
it. That's all I need is advantage,
Yep.
or somebody standing
within
next
5
to it.
feet. Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say because it was alerted to a presence, it was aware of possible confrontation, and yeah, and we're just gonna go for there.
Silver princess.
Yeah, so if you were to go into stealth zone attack again and like had a point of darkness and something, would it proc that for him?
Yes,
Like
if
give
he
him
has
advantage.
advantage, if he hides,
If,
it would be
if he
able to
can-
give him that advantage. Yes.
right. If we can generate
All right.
advantage for me, then yes.
I can do a little bit. So this is a well lit room?
This is a dim lit room. The green glow goes around.
Perfect.
All right. Well, anyway, with that, Finley, you're up first.
Aha! I'm going to use my longbow. Pew pew. Maybe not. First one was a 12.
12 hits.
What?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a pile of sludge.
It's a pile of sludge. It doesn't take very much.
First damage is 6. Second hit does hit. Yeah, so total 13 damage.
I don't think we're doing much though, because that's piercing damage versus sludge.
Oh, what else do you want me to do?
So
hitting
you're
it.
attacking. You took your second attack yet?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, okay. And you
So
did
the
a
total damage, between the two, sorry. Between the two attacks, the total was 13.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Thank you kindly. All right. So you take your 2 shots, boom, and it hits. And as you see it submerge into this ooze, it corrodes and destroys those arrows.
Did anybody else see that?
All right.
Yes.
Shulta, it is your turn.
So Shulta moves up to Raven and pats him on the back. And as he does so, a crackling energy kind of rushes over his fingertips and goes around whatever he's wearing, if it's a cloak or shirt or something like that. And then within 20 feet, surrounding Raven is now 1 degree of light darker. So dimlet is now darkness.
You're
All
using
right.
a feature?
The cantrip that we talked about that you
Oh yeah,
permitted me-
Diabol. Yep.
Don't say things! Silence!
Okay,
Anyways,
okay.
yeah, so now he's in the darkness, should have advantage.
All right.
That's my turn. Sorry.
Okay, very well. And now it's Raven's turn.
All right. From my darkness here. Do I have advantage now?
You do not.
Did we not just have this discussion?
We
Oh
did.
wait, never mind. I know where the technicality is. I know where the technicality is.
All right. So Raven's not stupid. Like, what does he need to do?
You can just
I mean,
shoot it. Literally, just shoot it.
all right. 26.
26 hits.
I hope so. 8. Do I get to add sneak attack on this?
You do
Do I
not.
have it?
But with 8 damage, you finish it off. How do you want to do this?
Right in its hideous shenanigans. I don't know.
All right, you hit it right in
Does
the
it
core
have-
within
does
the
that-
center.
Does it have
Shatters.
anything that looks like a yeah?
And then
It's
just
important part.
into the green ooze.
You want to know why you
Right.
didn't have advantage?
Sure.
You didn't stealth.
But if it's actual darkness, do you need to stop?
Technically, yes.
Technically, you need to take the bonus action to stealth, yes. But
Sure,
you
okay.
would, for that. But I'm also clarifying for
literally
you guys,
won't-
just so that you know, from my mechanical standpoint, the thing has blind sight for 60 feet.
Right. I mean, I think
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
but-
crazy.
so I was gonna see you guys anyways. So that's why I was just like, that's from my technical standpoint.
Right, but the hiding bit wasn't part of the whole conversation there.
yeah, it
Like
was.
it was-
I said if you
Yeah.
were to take a stealth action,
well.
would you get advantage? And he
This,
said
because
yes.
you're
My whole thing
in
was-
darkness, the main thing that I was putting was you're able to hide in the open when you have this darkness. You don't need to find something to hide behind. Does that make sense?
I mean, sorry. I just thought the whole thing was like after the whole conversation. Did I actually need to tell you I was making the effort to hide?
No, if you said bonus
Then-
action saying you're expending that resource to hide,
Okay.
then yes, please do.
So then when I asked like he's not retired, what would he be doing here? Like,
He knows that it was a weak enemy and could just shoot it without trying.
all right, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, but for my purposes, it didn't help.
For
me.
your
Like,
purposes, just let me know. Just be like, hey, I'm expending my bonus action to hide. That's all I ask.
no, I just didn't know that was the expectation because like I'm like, what do I need to do? That I wasn't asking for his sake. I was asking for my sake.
Okay. Okay.
That's where the character knows more than the player in that
So
moment.
Silver just kind of glances back and forth and is just like, oh, thanks everyone. And then she reaches in to grab this candle.
You don't. Your
Um,
fingers can't fit through the eye socket of this thing. But
Oh, right.
but
Sholta dismisses the darkness too, by the way.
okay, fair enough. But you do see that the head itself is a corkscrew.
Oh, we can take the head off. Okay. Well, I'll get to work on that, I guess.
Give me an athletics.
I gotta
Okay.
clarify, is that ooze upside down on the map?
Yes, it
It
is.
doesn't, no, it doesn't
I
state.
saw it spin, so maybe it's just prone.
So we're gonna either we're gonna turn the head, which might trigger something interesting, or maybe we'll just take the head off. I don't know.
All right. What is your athletics?
And I still have guidance active.
Yeah. This ooze literally emerged, and you guys were all like, ah! And then it just dies.
How's a 24?
Wow, 24 is enough for you to, like, you see a little bit of muscles flexing, and breaks it right off.
I'm using
Because it
my
was-
leverage from hanging onto the head.
Uh-huh. It was completely stuck, and you just snap it right off. It falls into the ooze, and it goes... You're like, huh.
Sholta's impressed.
Mighty fine work there, Silver.
Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. What do we have in here?
There is a single blue candle.
In a bag
Alright,
of jelly
we will
beans.
take the blue candle.
Okay. Add a blue candle to your inventory of custom items.
All right, and then can we see in the opposite corner where like around that little bend from where I'm at?
You do, from your position, see a little bit of a green crystal.
Interesting. There's a green crystal down there. Is it emerging out of the acid?
It is mostly submerged in the acid.
But the acid's not melting it.
The acid is not melting it, no.
Interesting. I
Does
will
it look
describe that to
important?
you all. I think it would be interesting if we could get it, but I don't know that I would say important.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I would like to use Chilling Grasp on the acid.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All
Can
right.
acid freeze?
So you send out the chilling grasp, and it hits the acid just to fizzle out. You have an indication that it wouldn't become what you're thinking.
I cannot freeze it. I don't know that there's any good way to get that crystal.
How? Okay. From the safest point that I can get to the edge of this without having to do like the acrobatics check, what is the distance from that point to said crystal? 40 feet. Okay.
Not great.
Give me 1 second.
It's not worth it, guys. It's not
No.
worth. Not worth your. Not worth an acid bath.
I think you may be right.
We could potentially get it, but like
Not worth
I
an
don't want
acid
to
bath.
use those resources.
Not worth it.
Unless it's
What?
something that your Raven can grab. Raven.
How big is said crystal?
It's palm size, a little bigger than the fist.
All right, I check with the Raven. You think you can grab this crystal?
Pecks you on the head and shakes its head.
Yeah, Raven doesn't think it could get the crystal either.
Well, might we destroy it then?
That's right. So we can't have it. So we must break it. Why not?
Well, could be the source of all of this acid, for all we know.
You know, could. What's the worst that could happen?
You die in
Fun
an acid
times.
pool.
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
Sholto will be okay.
Maybe we should leave
Shoulders.
it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Coward.
leave it alone. We can always come back if we find a way to get it instead of breaking it.
All right. Silver, are you going to make your way back across?
I am.
Acrobatics, please.
I'll have guidance for that again.
Sholto will be
Not
ready.
today. I got a 20.
All right, you're able to make it across pretty easy. What would you like to do, Sholta?
I was just gonna say Sholto will be ready to kind of like reach out and grab an arm or something if Silver needed it, but did not need.
Very
Sholto
good.
flexible and strong.
All right. With our merry adventurers here and you guys wandering around the dungeons of itself, congratulations. We will end our session here as you make your way back through the cave and into the main hall.
Perfect.
Sholto's gonna
Great.
blast that crystal whenever he walks through.
Was that candle purple or blue? I just wrote it down.
Blue.
Blue.
Okay, blue. Okay, thank you.
It is blue tinted, but lights off a purple glow.
Sick with it.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Congratulations, guys. You have completed the first session of the dungeon without loss of life.
So, who died in the other group? I gotta know.
Someone down?